Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Backroad Broadcasting's presentation of high school basketball. Another home matchup tonight for the Mustangs as they are taking on the Braves of Counts Grove. I'm joined tonight by my color commentator this evening, Judd McCormick. How we doing?
I'm good, Isaiah Dobbins. How are you doing?
I am good as well. It's a moderately cool Friday evening for a little bit of a weather change that we've had recently, but
it's still December, though, so it's warmer than we should be expected.
That's true. That is true. Welcome to the Farmer State pregame. Varsity girls and boys pregame brought to you by Farmer State Bank, celebrating 125 years of banking service in the communities of Westmoreland, Manhattan, and Onega. If you are looking for a new home, then you need to meet the team at Farmer State Bank. They are there to help you make the move. Make the move today and go to bankwithfarmers.com. NMLS number 403435.
Yeah, welcome everybody back. Another exciting night. First Friday night game. It's our third broadcast of the season. Of course, we were here on November 30th for the Mustang home opener. And then again, we were here Tuesday night with the Abilene Cowboys and Cowgirls coming to town. Mustangs girls had a good night against the Abilene Cowgirls. Let's kind of look at a little bit of the recap of that game.
And a different kind of Friday Night Lights, Judd, here.
Yeah, it's good to be having high school basketball again on a Friday night. It's kind of an odd Thursday night opener.
Yeah.
Normally we play on a Tuesday, Friday night. Our next broadcast actually on a Monday night, so things seem a little bit weird. We know they're not changing schedule around for broadcast purposes, but certainly got a mix of things going on tonight. So, yeah, we got a broadcast coming up after tonight. It's on the 18th of December. We'll be hosting the Riley County Falcons. Of course, Mustangs will be on the road next week, but we'll be back again on the 18th. But like I said, let's go ahead and get to talking about the girls' game against Abilene. Big turnaround for the Rock Creek Lady Mustangs from the home opener to Abilene. So Rock Creek girls winning that 44-26, so big offensive turnaround for the Mustangs. Leading the way was Aislinn Rottinghouse, number 10, with 17 points. Her sister, number 32, Peyton Rottinghouse, chipping in 9. And then number 11, Hadley Rimpey, and number 33, Macy Clark, with 6 points apiece.
For the Cowgirls, Samantha Stout with 11 points, number 24, Hannah Walter with 8, and number 12, Callie Powell with 3.
Yeah, so going into that game, we knew that the Mustangs had to change things around offensively. They just were cold as could be when they were shooting against Clay Center. Came out a little bit more intensive. Mustang offensive performance was much improved from the previous game. Not just shooting, but also taking care of the ball. That was one of their biggest things. They cut their turnovers in half and doubled their shooting and their scoring output. Defense was also a big factor in that. They forced 29 turnovers against the Cowgirls. And we went into that game talking to Coach Plummer. Basically, he said what they needed to do is keep number 20, Claire Danifer, mostly out of the paint, wanted to keep her under 14 points. Well, mission accomplished. Danifer only ended up with 2 points on the night.
And I think to add on to that, Judd, the offense of the Mustangs really kind of reached that flow state. It was, not only buckets coming in on offense, on the offensive end to set up the offense, but buckets in transition and from defensive stops as well.
Yeah, I mean, they took advantage of the turnovers. A lot of them were kind of unforced errors by the Cowgirls, but when the Mustangs did get a steal, they were pushing it up the court and really trying to do what they could to push that offense, get that offensive flowing. But really, they were kind of hitting from all cylinders, in the paint, outside the paint. And then Aislinn Rottinghouse, I think had multiple three-pointers from the outside. We were talking about it at our Farmer State Bank pregame show. Farmer State Bank logo down the right-hand corner. The bank was open for the Mustangs.
It was. And an impromptu Farmer State Bank shot. And like I said, it was a tale of two teams. That first week they got the jitters out of the way, and they really came back on Tuesday with a great showing against Abilene.
Yeah, and the bank shot they need to work on a little bit more inside the paint. They struggled a little bit inside the paint, kind of finding that spot on the backboard. I believe it was both Ella Rhodes and Brooklyn Plummer had some point-blank range shots. Kind of missed a spot on the backboard, corrected that, and then kind of trailed off again in the fourth quarter. So certainly they get the ball down on the block. They're going to find that corner square of the backboard and put it in. So we'll see if that bank shot existing for them again tonight. Let's go ahead if we can. Let's bring up the rankings for week 2 for girls basketball. So Rock Creek Mustangs were a preseason ranked. They lost to Clay Center that first night. Clay Center basically replaced them in the girls' rankings. These rankings come out every Tuesday afternoon. We didn't have these for you in the last game, but number 1, Bishop Miege. Number 2, McPherson. Number 3, Wamego. Not much is changing up there. 4, Wellington. 5, Parsons. Again, Clay Center jumping in over that number 6 spot, taking the place of the Rock Creek Mustangs. And then Tonganoxie, Eudora, Labette County, and Independence. Right now, 7 or 8 of those teams in the 4A East. 4A East for the girls is going to be a beast this year. It's going to be really tough to get the state. Those sub-state matchups are going to be looking really, really tough.
And, rankings can change throughout any given week. It's the age-old phrase, any given Sunday. I think we'll see this Mustang team back in the top 10 in the rankings eventually.
Yeah, I mean, it's what we're looking at is the Girls Kansas Basketball Coaches Association rankings. So they're paying attention to the scores. They're paying attention to these games. They're looking at how, they can't watch every game. So they're looking at the scoreboard of previous games. So how badly this team beat that team or this team beat that team. So, yeah, they certainly, I think they're young, but they are a talented girls team. And I think you're right. I think they could end up back there in the top 10. They could end up, the top 4 teams from each side are hosting. I could certainly see them getting back and even the top 4 in the East and even hosting a sub-state round. But they got to take care of business at home before they go on the road. So starting out with 3 home games. But, yeah, here we are tonight taking on a Council Grove Braves who's kind of struggled a little bit early in the season. They're still looking for their first win. Mustangs sitting at 1-1. And I think we'll see probably a little bit more of the same tonight. I think really what they want to do is number 10, Aislinn Ronninghouse for the Mustangs. Really, I talked to Coach Plummer in the preseason, and he's like, she's a shooter. Knew she was a shooter, struggled a little bit in that opener, but you always talk about it as a shooter. Shooters show up. Shooters keep shooting until they get hot.
They do. And to add to that, I think the guards of the Lady Mustangs played a great game last week, not only offensively but defensively as well.
Yeah, and it all starts with the guard play. I mean, they got to get the ball up the court. They got to get it in the front court to set up the offense. And so Hadley Rimpey had a good night. Like I said, they took care of the ball. They cut their turnovers in half, and so they're going to want to expect a lot more of that tonight. I talked to Coach Plummer tonight. He's like, I want tonight to be a track meet. He goes, I want to get the ball and run. He goes, he'll be super excited just seeing him going up and down the court all night. So look to see maybe a little bit more of a fast break out of the Mustangs, trying to get quick transition, get some more of those paint points, get it down inside. Let Peyton Ronninghouse, let Ella Rhodes, let Brooklyn Plummer, let trying to think. Sorry, Prather was another one, number 22, that's down inside that paint. So got about a minute left to tip off. We'll go ahead and get to the Routes to Victory, brought to you by Max Motors.
So for the Mustangs, it'll be use your ace, that ace being Aislinn Ronninghouse, as she did have a big night on Tuesday with 17 points. Take it to the bank. Use that Farmer State bank shot that we talked about, and trust the process, Joel Embiid, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for the Council Grove Braves, they want to protect the ball. They know the Mustangs want to get a steal after having 30 turnovers in the previous, or 30 steals in the previous game. They need to contain the Ronninghouse sisters, and they need to win the one possession at a time and really take care of it.
So get these starting lineups underway. For the Lady Braves, number 1, Shannon Miller. For the Lady Mustangs, number 10, Aislinn Rottinghouse. For the Lady Braves, number 2, Liliana Blackledge. For the Mustangs, number 11, Hadley Rempe. For the Lady Braves, number 24, Keziah Mullen. For the Mustangs, number 32, Peyton Rottinghouse. For the Lady Braves, number 32, Mackenzie Grant. For the Mustangs, number 33, Macy Clark. For the Lady Braves, number 42, Haley Grant. And for the Mustangs, number 42, Ella Rhodes.
Council Grove Braves going to be coached by head coach Eric Carter, assistant coach Mindy Stillwell. Head coach for the Mustangs is going to be Adam Plummer, assistant coach Jessica Roach, and assistant coach Allie Snap. We very rarely do that. Thought we'd get the coach's name in.
There we go. There we go.
In case anybody put 2 and 2 together and realized some of those assistant coaches might be tied to some of the broadcast team.
That could be a bandit brain teaser.
Bandit
upcoming.
brain teaser. Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
You'd have to make it.
That's fair. That's fair. I can't argue with that. That's fair.
We have shared duties.
Either
folks.
me or either me or Cody.
Yeah, so Council Grove Braves, a little more height on there than kind of what I thought coming in. So it'd be an interesting matchup down to paint. You know, they have a 6 foot, they have a 5'10", so matchup down to paint. So maybe that's why Coach Plummer wants to see a track meet. Maybe try to get it down and get an easy basket before the Braves can get transition, get their defense set.
And tip will go to the Lady Mustangs as Hadley Rempe gets the offense set up. Entry pass into Rhodes. Aislinn Rottinghouse, top of the key, fires a 3, in and out. And rebound will go to number 2, Liliana Blackledge. And now here come the Lady Braves. Here is Blackledge. High post, tries to get it inside to Grant. And turnover for the Lady Braves.
Yeah, so I think early on you're going to see some of those back picks. They're going to try to get that ball inside, try to take a 2 to 5 footer, get those easy shots. Take advantage of a 6 footer and a 5'10". Why not?
Here's Rhodes, top of the key, over to Rempe. Inside to Rottinghouse. Draws the double team. Kicks it out to Clark. She'll fire a 3. Nothing but the bottom of the net there, Judd. Mustangs strike first.
Yeah, that was a good shot. Great arch. We'd seen her shoot early on. She also struggled a little bit in the first game, but had a couple three-pointers in the last game. She is a shooter. There's a steal by Aislinn Rottinghouse.
Nice entry pass into Rhodes. Layup is good. So full court pressure now for the Lady Mustangs.
Perfect spot for a trap right there. You got the sideline as the third.
We got a comment calling you out there, Judd.
Yeah, that first timeout, that is going to be a coach's timeout. That's a 30-second timeout. That's going to be brought to you by It's going to be a shortstop offering the convenience that you need, the service you deserve. You'll find a friendly employee ready to serve you every time you walk through the door. Shortstop always has daily food and drink specials with the highest quality fuel at each of their 17 locations throughout Kansas, including Place Center, Wamego, Manhattan, and Westmoreland. No matter where you're going or how long it takes to get there, you'll always have time for a shortstop.
Big shouts out to the shortstop on Southport Drive as you're driving into town. They have helped me fuel up before work. Go in and grab a nice iced coffee and breakfast burrito, and I'm ready to go. 6:30 remaining here in the first quarter. Here's Miller into Grant, jump shot no good, gets her own rebound. We're going to have a jump ball on the floor, and the Lady Braves will retain possession.
What was the verbal spat happening being called out? Is that on Facebook or YouTube?
That was Facebook.
Oh, fantastic.
Here's Grant on the wing to Mullen. Inside, good ball movement here. Looking down low for Grant. Has it tipped away, tries to save it. And last touch by the Lady Braves, Mustang basketball.
So apparently both daughters, Alyssa and Kyla McCormick, chiming in on who's their favorite daughter. I always make the joke, my favorite daughter is always the one who's caused me the least amount of heartburn at the time. Right now, they're both fantastic equally.
Nice save.
But yes, you're right. You should be studying for your finals.
Here's Rhodes inside. Back up top of the key, Rottinghouse to her sister. Hook shot on the way, no good. Rebound tipped out. Be controlled by Grant. Here's Miller to get the offense set up for the Braves. Drives to her left, into Grant at the high post. Grant guarded by Aislinn Rottinghouse, back to Miller. Miller drives baseline, layup, won't go. Rebound for Rhodes. Mustangs have numbers on the break here. Here's Rempe driving in, pull-up jumper, no good. Rebound Rottinghouse, tip to Rhodes, and back-to-back buckets for number 42, Ella Rhodes.
Yeah, so like we talked about before the game, Coach Plummer wants to get the ball and push it. That's what the Mustangs are doing right now. Full court, high pressure, trying to get that ball, a turnover, and get it to the guard, get it up to court, get an easy transition bucket before the Braves can even get back to set their defense.
Here's Miller guarded by Rempe to Mullen, fires top of the key. Jumper won't go, rebound will go to Grant. That's Haley Grant. Rempe ahead to Clark. Jump shot. Has it blocked by Mullen.
Got to work in the word discombobulated into the broadcast.
You could do that. Here's Blackledge on the pass to Mackenzie Grant. Down low to Blackledge, gets it back. And the first bucket for the Lady Braves on the board. Aislinn Rottinghouse fires a three short. Toss up for the rebound. Rottinghouse comes away with it. That's Peyton Rottinghouse. Layup won't go. Rhodes gets the rebound, goes up. She'll head to the line for two. We'll have a substitution for the Braves here and the Mustangs. There's that Farmer State Bank shot there from Rhodes as the first free throw goes. Group substitution for both teams. For the Braves, number 52, Michaela Hutchinson, and number 25, Lucy Palmquist checking in. For the Mustangs, number 0, Lucy Martini, and number 21, Brooklyn Plummer. Number 1, Kylie Frazee. Number 2, Reese Grady. Both free throws good for Ella Rhodes. Ellie Prather checks in for Rhodes. More full court pressure for the Mustangs. Blackledge to inbound. Gets it into Miller. Miller draws a double team. Pass up to Mullen. Mullen drives in. Layup won't go. Lady Braves will retain possession. 9-2 your score. Just under 4 minutes to play.
Yeah, Mustang defense there was a little discombobulated. Nobody was back deep. It was a safety position.
That was too easy for you, Joe.
That was. Set it on the tee. I'll knock it out.
Nice. Here's Frazee driving in. Skip pass over to Grady. Martini in the corner. Drives baseline. Floater. No good. Rebound Blackledge. And she'll take it up the court. Back out to Miller to get the offense set up. Here's Miller guarded by Frazee, just off the hands of Mullen. That'll be another turnover for the Lady Braves. Checking in for the Lady Braves, number 23, Whitland Mullen.
Going to assume maybe sisters?
I think so.
That's always great when you get subbed out by probably your younger sister.
Martini, top of the key, fires a three. No good. Rebound will go to 52, Hutchinson of the Lady Braves. Seven-point lead for the Lady Mustangs. Here's Palmquist, fires a jumper, no good. Rebound from Martini. She'll be fouled. Checking back in for the Lady Braves, number 42, Haley Grant. Last foul on Lucy Palmquist, her first, team second. 2:48 remaining here, first quarter.
Wow, we were on the same page. I was about ready to save the time there just so the folks at home had it. Prather
drives to her left, layup is good. Nice strong take by number 22, Ellie Prather. And a 9-point lead, and the biggest for the Lady Mustangs here this evening. Skip pass ahead to Mullen. Drives in, layup won't go. She'll be fouled. She'll head to the line for 2. That'll go on Prather, her first, team first.
2:21 left to go in the first quarter.
Mullen's first free throw. Rattles around. Nice rebound there by Grant. Out to Miller. Miller's jumper, no good. Rebound will go to Martini. 2 minutes remaining here. And turnover by the Mustangs. Martini looking to advance, but nobody home.
Comment, I'd like to hear Judd's favorite word, and it has to be crafty. Well, that's making a big hullabaloo about my favorite word. I was actually a big fan of the word discombobulated.
It's a good word. Pass to Hutchinson, drives, throws the layup up, rattles around, almost an and-one opportunity.
Yeah, I thought that was taking a shooter's bounce there.
So that'll be Michaela Hutchinson at the line for 2. And for the Lady Braves, a little conservative on the offensive end. Want to get their shot, getting set up in the offense, working the ball around.
You know, part of that is there's a mass substitution. So you had 5 new players coming in off the bench, 5 players going aside. So they're all got to kind of get warmed up and get into the rhythm of the game. So, you know, doing 2 here, 3 there, you got a couple that are on the court that have that feel and that rhythm. But, you know, when you do a full mass substitution, you got 5 fresh bodies. They got to kind of develop that rhythm. And right now, Lady Mustangs kind of struggling a little bit with their fresh 5. But Aislinn Rottinghouse, number 10, is going to check back in.
As well as number 5, Kennedy Whaley. Here's a second free throw for Hutchinson. And possession arrow will stay with the Lady Braves. Keziah Mullen checking back in for the Lady Braves. And for the Mustangs, number 32, Peyton Rottinghouse. Minute 49 remaining here, first quarter. Mustangs up by 9. Mullen inbounds pass to Hutchinson, and she'll take a trip back to the free throw line. Ella Rhodes checking back in for the Lady Mustangs. Hutchinson's free throw is good. Mackenzie Grant checking back in for the Lady Braves. That last foul on Aislinn Rottinghouse, her first, team third. Second free throw for Hutchinson. No good. And possession arrow this time will go to the Mustangs.
Yeah, Braves struggling a little bit from the line early on. Probably could have had 5 or 6 points and made this really a 3-point game at this point in time. But
nice entry pass into Rhodes. Back out to Whaley. Whaley over to Rottinghouse. Drives in. Nice pass inside. I think they safe to say they practiced some layups this week in practice.
Yeah, good left-handed shot. Found the corner of the backboard that you want to see. As we always talk about, that's why it's there. It's why there's a square on the backboard. You're at the angle, hit the top corner. Ball's going to go in for you. Good job there by Ella Rhodes, finding that spot, banking it in, getting the Mustang lead up to 10.
It's a good initial press break for the Lady Braves. Can't come away with the bucket. That was the Grant sisters. Kinsey Grant finding her sister Haley Grant for the layup. 13-3, a minute remaining here in the first quarter. Rottinghouse looking for her sister. To Rhodes, finds Rottinghouse. Got it. Nice high-low for the Mustang offense.
Yeah, they clearly have seen something about the defense of the Braves that they want to exploit. Right now, they're just trying to get the Rhodes on the block. She's finding her spot on the backboard and doing the job.
Miller jumper has it blocked. Kicks it out to Grant, 40 seconds remaining. Mullen top of the key, and Miller gets things set back up for the Lady Braves. Drives to her right. We're going to have a foul on the floor. That'll go on Rempe. Team fourth, her first. 34.1 seconds remaining. Miller, pull-up jumper. No good. Rebound Hutchinson. She goes up. Second chance bucket's good for the Braves. 25 seconds remaining. Here's Rempe ahead to Whaley. Whaley drives in, and they're going to hit her with the travel there. Lead cut down to 10 now for the Lady Braves.
Yeah, so you can see the Mustangs are really wanting to push the ball. They're trying to get down for Braves can even get back under defense. So that's something that the Braves are going to want to talk about is, you know, even if you make a basket, you can't admire it. You got to turn around and get back, get your defense set because the Mustangs aren't waiting for them. Rottinghouse has to be careful here. Doesn't want to pick up a second foul here with just 5 seconds left to go in the first quarter.
3 seconds remaining. Hutchinson top of the key. She has to throw it up. Drives in. Layup won't go. After one, 15-5 your score.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and break here in the first quarter. Let's get to our first Bandit brain teaser that we've got for the girls' game tonight. Make sure I guard my answers from Isaiah. What is the most girls' state titles won in a row by a Kansas high school? Is it A, 5, B, 8, C, 10, D, 12? What is the most state titles won in a row by a girls' Kansas high school?
I'm going to go with B8, final answer. On Who Wants to Be a Backroads Broadcast Millionaire.
Don't want to phone a friend?
I got to save those, you know. I only get, like, what is it, once a time?
Let's go ahead and do an ad spot here by Faith Furniture.
Serving Manhattan and the surrounding area since 1952, Faith Furniture takes pride in the value, selection, knowledge, and family experience to share with all of their customers. If you're looking for a full arrangement or of great-looking furniture for your living room, dining room, bedroom, or office, or just looking for the perfect accent to tie the room together, Faith Furniture has what you're looking for. When it comes to buying new furniture, you gotta have faith.
Hey, good job, Isaiah, getting that all in there.
Hey, you know, what can I say? I'm a clutch performer. Rottinghouse 3, no good. Rebound by number 32, Mackenzie Grant.
Boy, I think we've seen that on about every timeout break, quarter break, whatever. Mustangs have the ball. If they have it on their end of the court, they got one pass and shoot, and they're not letting anybody even think about the fact they want to get that shot off before the crowd's even had a chance to realize that the timeout and the break's over.
Zone defense for the Lady Mustangs. Here's Mullen over to Miller. Tries to get into the black ledge, has it stolen. Here's Rempe ahead to Clark in the corner. Clark guarded by Mullen. Skip pass over to Rottinghouse. to her sister. Nice in and out for the Mustangs. Clark's three-pointer won't go.
So it looks like starters for both teams back in to start the second quarter.
Miller tries to get it into Haley Grant. Be a turnover for the Lady Braves. Just under 7 minutes to play. Michaela Hutchinson checking back in for the Lady Braves.
Yeah, Hutchinson was kind of a bright spot in that first quarter. They were finding her down the paint. She had multiple opportunities, got fouled several times, went to the charity stripe a few times. So I think they'll keep looking at her, try to find somebody that'll establish some dominance in the paint, try to put some points on the board for the Braves.
Here's Clark, drives to her right, pull-up jumper. She'll be fouled. She'll head to the line for two. Add on to what you were saying earlier, Judd. Lady Braves, 4 or 5 trips to the free throw line early. And if they came away with half of those, they'd be looking at a, 1 to 2 possession game.
Yeah, they're 1 for 6 right now from the stripe.
First free throw for Clark is short. Second free throw, got it. Brooklyn Plummer checking back in for the Lady Mustangs.
6:41 left to go here in the second quarter. Mustangs doing a full court press. Want to make sure that number 21 Plummer stays back in the lane. Take away that easy layup.
Blackledge's pass is tipped ahead to Macy Clark. Pull-up jumper, no good. Rebound will go to Mullen. Jump ball on the floor. And this possession arrow will go to the Lady Braves.
Sorry, who shot that?
That was Clark, I believe.
So Mustangs getting the turnovers that they want. The pressure's working for them. For the most part, capitalizing on their end, but have missed a couple give-me's here or there, but still executing the game plan I think that they wanted to coming into tonight's game.
Pass into Hutchinson, has it stolen. And they're going to hit her with the travel there. And she was tangled up with Hutchinson there.
Yeah, so got the steal, get right back over to the Braves. Still clinging on to an 11-point lead here with 6:10 left to go in the second quarter.
Here's Mullen at the top of the key. Here's Grant, guarded by Clark.
Blackledge is working hard, wanting the ball in the paint.
Get it high-low, got it into Hutchinson. Power dribble, layup, got it. Nice shot by Michaela Hutchinson. Aislinn Rottinghouse, wide open three. Nylon. Oh. I was going to do the
triple.
Oh,
Nice
baby, a triple. Rottinghouse has it.
Timeout, timeout. Got it.
Got it.
That timeout's going to be brought to you. It's going to be a 30-second timeout by Farmer State Bank.
When in doubt, timeout.
Farmer State Bank celebrating 125 years of banking service in the communities of Westmoreland, Manhattan, and Onega. If you or you have a student looking for financial independence and want to get rewarded for good grades, open up a Books and Bucks checking account with Farmer State Bank today. You could receive a $10 Amazon gift card for opening an account plus $25 cash each semester with a GPA over 3.5 or higher. To learn more, visit any of their 3 locations or visit them online at bankwithfarmers.com. Farmer State Bank, member FDIC, and your equal housing lender.
Happy birthday, Farmer State Bank.
Happy birthday, Farmer State Bank. Thank you once again for helping Backroads Broadcast bring you this live and free production of Mustang basketball here at The Rock.
So have you got your word ready, Judd?
Which word?
Your favorite?
Oh, yeah, I got to. Well, I don't know. If you asked either one of my daughters listening in, they'd probably tell you my favorite word can't be used on a broadcast.
Ooh, Rottinghouse tries to find Prather. Saved by Frazee. And Lady Braves come away with it. 5 minutes remaining here in the second quarter. 19-7 your score. 2-3 look for the Mustang defense. Palmquist on the wing, gets it to Hutchinson, tries to get into Blackledge. We're going to have a foul on the floor.
Yeah, Rimpey had the right idea, just showed up a little bit late, got too much of the arm there. Mustangs switched to that 2-3 defense, want to take away that easy shot on the block that they were getting off the matchup defense they were playing earlier.
Mullen in the corner. Over to Miller, guarded by Frazee. Miller directing traffic. Back out to Mullen. Mullen drives to her right, layup won't go. Hutchinson rebound. Gets the second chance bucket. 6 first half points for Michaela Hutchinson. Nice pass inside to Plummer. Plummer can't get the layup to go, gets her own rebound. And we'll have a foul underneath. And we'll have a timeout by the Lady Braves.
Was there a foul called underneath there? Oh, a jump ball?
Jump ball, jump ball.
That timeout's going to be brought to you by Roach Media Group.
Your local friendly professional photographer. Packages available for engagements, weddings, professional headshots, senior and family portraits. Providing high-resolution image files or prints taken on location or in their study with professional edits available. They're also your local area expert in real estate photography and videography. Ask about the drone and VR 360 tours when you reach out to them today at roachmediagroup.com. That's ROCHE mediagroup.com. And Judd, we got about 30 seconds here. Should we bring on our guest this evening?
I don't know if we should bring him on yet. I think we should just let him sweat over there a little bit longer, waiting for his time to shine.
So our special guest this evening is senior Jet Fennell. Jet Fennell, how are we doing this evening?
Oh, doing all right, just enjoying some good basketball, Nothing too much to complain about. We're in the lead, and let's just see if we can keep it that way for the rest of the game.
Yeah, so Jet Fennell will be coming up at halftime. He's going to talk about some things that are happening. He's worked with us in the past. If you were with us last year, you may have seen the Jet Report. Jet Fennell Sr. is going to be working on a senior project, has to do with broadcasting, so Isaiah will talk with him at halftime.
Here's Rempe on the wing. Drives to her right, skip pass over to Rottinghouse, fires a 3. Won't go, we'll call that a pass to Prather. Loses it. And Lady Braves will take over.
Well, it's a good thing we had a chance to get Jet on here to say a little thing. As soon as he got done talking,
Yeah.
He bailed on us.
We're going to have a foul on the sideline.
I believe that's going to go against Plummer.
I think you're right, yep. That'll be her first, team second. Lucy Martini checking back in for the Lady Mustangs. Here's Miller. And for the Lady Braves offense, I would want to play through my impact player this first half, being Michaela Hutchinson.
Yeah, absolutely. She's got 7 of her 9 points, so I'm not sure that you want a possession that doesn't pass through number 52's hands right now. They're looking forward down there. That's probably the reason why the Mustangs switched to the 2-3, so they could double team her down on the paint, make somebody else kind of come over and beat them. Partially blocked there by Martini.
Prather trying to find Frazee. Throws it out of bounds. Peyton Rottinghouse checking back in for the Lady Mustangs. Liliana Blackledge checking back in for the Lady Braves. 3:30 remaining here in this second quarter. 10-point lead for the Mustangs. Pass inside to Blackledge over to Mullen. Mullen drives to her right. Layup won't go. Rebound for the Braves. Has it tipped. Jump ball on the floor. Oh, and they're going to call foul on number 2 for the Braves. That's Liliana Blackledge.
Yeah, and on that possession, Haley Grant did a good job of sealing her player off, basically left a free lane all the way in.
Frazee, three-pointer, got it. I mean, if it was on there, we got to use it. I mean, I think we had that sound loaded on from, like, the first time we broadcasted.
3 baseball seasons ago?
Yeah, yeah, where we tried to run a baseball and softball broadcast simultaneously.
Ooh, tough. Mustangs pushing it up to Martini, number 0 going up. She's going to be foul, blocked on the shot. She should be heading in line for 2. That foul's going to be on, I believe, 24.
That'll be Mullen, Keziah Mullen, her second, team third.
Shooter's roll.
Shooter's roll. Mackenzie Grant checking back in for the Lady Braves. Welcome back, Jet.
Mustangs 23-9, 2:29 left to go here in the first half. Pushing the ball like they wanted to. Defense doing a good job on the Braves. 7 of the 9 points for the Braves coming from number 52, Hutchison. Catching a breather right now, ready to come back in. Probably here at about the 2-minute mark. Nick stoppage.
Grant's jumper won't go. Blackledge rebound. We got a hold underneath. That'll go on Peyton Rottinghouse. Team third. Her first. Grant on the inbound to Miller. Quick jumper. No good. Rebound will go to Plummer. Nice pass up to Grady. Grady for the layup. Won't go. Gets her own rebound. And she'll head to the line for 2 as she'll be fouled.
Find that spot. It's a square. If you hit it right on the corner, it's going to go in for you every single time.
I think Reese Grady just wanted to pad her stats a little bit there.
Got a rebound.
Get a rebound on the board.
Yep.
First free throw won't go. Ella Rhodes checking back in for the Lady Mustangs.
Admittedly, sometimes those are the hardest layups is when you're all alone and everybody's looking at you like, don't miss it, don't miss it, don't miss it.
Yeah.
Nerves kind of get to you there.
I think it happens. It's, the age-old phrase, it happens to the best of us. If someone's saying that's never happened to them, then I think they're lying.
Lying.
Nice steal there by Grady. Can't get the layup to go. Gets her own rebound. And this time it's stolen by 25 of the Lady Braves. That's Palmquist.
Hey, you got to give her hustle points. Number 2's working hard out there.
So with a minute 44 remaining here, second quarter, 24-9, your new score. Kayla Hutchinson checking back in for the Lady Braves.
Yeah, kind of what I expected. First stoppage, they want to get Hutchinson back in there right out the rest of this half. Try to look for her on the paint. Probably looking for number 2, Blackledge as well. They want to get something inside.
That's Palmquist. Back to Miller. Miller jumper. Won't go. A foul by Blackledge.
Did not expect to see that call coming out of there. Is what he called it is right at the shot, so I was kind of afraid he was calling a foul on the shot. But
yeah, I agree, Jed. I thought it was going to be a call, but they've been kind of moving their screens a little bit, trying to open up a lane for a layup to go in. So Blackledge moving just a little bit too much, picking up her second foul here with a minute and a half left to go in the first half.
it is the team's 5th foul, and with the new rule in place, it is supposed to be 2. But since it is an offensive foul, it's just Mustangs just get the ball.
Reese Grady comes away with the second chance bucket there. Minute to play now, second quarter. Biggest lead of the game for the Mustangs. Here's Mullen. Draws the double team. Inside to Miller. Miller to Hutchinson. And they're going to get Hutchinson with the travel.
Yeah, it was a good idea. She actually passed up a good shot. Wanted to find Hutchinson over there. Ball was kind of tipped a little bit, bobbled just enough for her to get a couple steps in before the shot off. 56 seconds left to go here in the first half.
Well, I'm glad they called that one because I thought I saw one up at the top of the key. So glad they caught one of them.
Here's Grady on the wing. Pass to Rhodes, has it stolen by Hutchinson. Here come the Lady Braves now, 40 seconds remaining. Here's Miller, driving to her right. Finds Palmquist on the wing. Trying to get it to Hutchinson. We'll have a tie-up between her and Rottinghouse.
Rottinghouse a little slow to get up.
She's coming off pretty bad. Looks like she's quite pain. It's not looking good down there.
We got an ice pack on it at halftime. She'll be good.
That's a good attitude there, Judd. Really good.
Oh, mass substitutions going on here. Both teams making moves, trying to get that shooters in for your last shot.
30 seconds remaining for the Mustangs. So they're going to hold for the last shot here. Here's Rempe driving, kicks it out to Frazee. Frazee fires a three, won't go. Rebound Grant, jump ball. Possession arrow will go to the Lady Braves. 17.9 seconds remaining. Into Hutchinson, ahead to Miller. Foul on the floor. They're going to get Frazee with the foul there. That'll be her second, team fourth. Pass into Miller, 15 seconds. And they're going to get Miller with the travel.
Good call right there.
So both teams with 14 seconds left, trying to decide who wants to take the last shot right now.
Quick pace for right now. For usually this is one of the times when you see the teams really start to kind of slow down, but not these two.
Hadley Rempe all the way. Left-hand layup will go. 3 seconds remaining. Here's Miller. And they won't get a shot off. So after one half of play, Mustangs up 28-9.
Yep, 28-9. Before we take a break, step aside and let Jet get on here. Let's go ahead and give you the answer to that Bandit Brain teaser. Question was, what is the most girls' state titles won in a row by a Kansas high school? Is it 5, 8, 10, or 12? Isaiah Dobbins nailing it. 8. Central Plains out of Claflin won the 1A title 8 times in a row from 2014 to 2022. I know if you're doing the math at home, just so you know, there was no title awarded in 2020 due to COVID-19.
And people think I read over Judge's shoulder. I'm just that knowledgeable, people. Actually, not that. It's the luck of the guess. When in doubt, it's always B.
Timeout going to be brought to you by Liming Productions.
Based out of St. George, Kansas, Liming Productions is your source for 5-star videography, wedding event videography, and event videography, corporate events, and small business commercials. Let Liming Productions capture all of your special moments and compile the story you'll want to watch over and over. Liming Productions, capturing stories for life. See their services and highlights at facebook.com/Liming Productions. So, special halftime here. We have senior Jet Finnell bringing him on the air. As you heard him throughout that second quarter. Jet, how we doing this evening?
I'm doing great. I like the score. You know, it's always good to have fans are here. Score's looking good. Teams are looking good. I mean, what a better way to spend a Friday night, am I right?
I hear that.
And we're inside out of the cold, so that's a bonus.
That's a bonus. Jet, what are some of your thoughts on that first half?
I thought it was really good. I liked how they attacked the bucket. You know, they weren't always just out there shooting at threes. They were trying to get closer to the basket, get those better, more high percentage shots. I think they finished better at the rim today than how they did last week. I thought they kind of struggled a little bit. Not that they were bad or anything, but they just kind of struggled, I thought. But I'm liking what I'm seeing. They're getting to the basket. Yeah, they've had a couple stretches where they just haven't been able to get to the rim or hit some shots. But other than that, they keep fighting hard, and looks like this could be a really exciting season for them. And I think they're just going to keep getting better and better as the season goes on.
Well
a lot
said.
of potential.
Well said there, Jet. And folks, believe it or not, Jet is actually doing radio broadcasting for his exit project this year. Jet, how's that going for you?
It's going really good. It's really good. I got a lot of hours into it. I have to do a football and a basketball game, so I did my football game earlier this fall. I did it. It was the Rock Creek Wamego game in the middle school. Is at Wamego. It was a really good game, close all the way. The Mustangs fell a little short, but it was a great time, great experience, I've gotten to do a lot of cool things with this project. My mentor, Matt Walters, he's been my mentor, has helped me, train me, teach me how to be a better broadcaster and how to be better and stuff. And then with this project, that's allowed me to go sit at the courtside table at some K-State women's games. So it's been pretty awesome to be able to go do that as part of this project. It's been really exciting.
That's awesome. And Jet, with that, what would you say has been your favorite part of that?
Favorite part of the project has just been able to, be able to meet people and just be able. It's kind of more of an individual project, but with it comes with a lot of, I'm a talkative guy and I like to talk to people, so it's given me the opportunity to go and talk to a lot of people and meet a lot of new people, and gotten some cool perks out of doing it, and specifically with my mentor, allow me to, get in touch with K-State on the broadcasting side and just the athletic side, because as some of you may know or may not, I'm planning to become a high school AD later on in life, so it's been a big stepping stone for me, and so this project's got a lot on it.
That's awesome.
So yeah,
that's awesome. And I'm gonna put you on the spot here, Jet. Any advice for Judd and I?
Any advice? I don't know.
But you gotta be nice. I mean,
Yeah, I wouldn't want to hurt your feelings, on air. That would be very nice. I don't know. You guys do a great job. I like the combo, because it is shown on TV, so it's not like a traditional TV broadcast. But you guys do a great job at, getting the mix of play-by-play and good commentary. And you guys have. I like how you guys bring in the commentators on Facebook into it and stuff, and I think that's a lot just for the viewers to be, kind of feel a part of the show and stuff, and I think you including all these people, especially the free service, is a huge thing, and that's why you guys have grown so fast and done a great job, just because you guys, too, are likable, and it's a big thing in the broadcasting world, as Matt always said. You keep everybody updated, and you're friendly, and that's what it's all about, being able to communicate with people, so it's been pretty cool.
I appreciate that, Jet.
Yep.
And just for the record, we did not pay him to say any of that. That was
no. That all just came out on top of my head right there, all on top of my head.
We appreciate it, Jet.
Yeah.
We appreciate it.
And it's kind of off topic of, what we were just talking about here with the exit project and that advice of broadcasting. But here, kind of to start the halftime, I saw down there on the sideline Coach Plummer and the officials getting into it a little bit, which I thought was a little odd. Plummer's not usually one to get after him on a break like that, which is crazy.
Yeah,
but
I think it might have been for that call. They called a travel on Peyton Rottinghouse.
Yeah.
And she got intertwined with, I believe it was Hutchinson of the
when they went to the ground and stuff. Yeah, that one I didn't agree with. And I, just a little factoid, I am an official, and, so being the manager. And
do it all, man.
Do it all, and, managing for the boys' team and doing all this stuff. I don't get to do a lot of officiating, but I do know the rule book, and that, sure looks like a foul to me. But overall, give credit to the officials. I think they've called it fair, and I think they've called a good game, Some of the calls have been really ticky-tacky, but other than that, I think they've done a really good job at, keeping it up and doing a good job. So, shout out to them, for doing a good job. I don't know who they are, honestly. Never met any of them or seen any of them.
That was Senior Jet Fennell on the halftime report. We'll take just a quick intermission, and we'll be back with some first half stats.
This timeout is going to be brought to you by Backroads Broadcasting and Rock Creek High Journalism. They're working harder than ever to bring the action home to you. If you're looking for a live broadcast of your future event or interested in being a sponsor for future events, contact sales@brbc.live. Even if you're just enjoying tonight's free broadcast and would like to help us out, Backroads Broadcasting, or help out the Rock Creek High Journalism, you can always donate through Cash App at $BRBCL or on your Venmo at BRBCL. You can visit any of our social medias at BRBC Live at Instagram, Facebook, Threads, X, and right here on our broadcast of YouTube. So getting to some of the first half points, Mustangs leading 28-9. We got about 3.5 left to go here at halftime before we get back to second half action. Kind of been a spread the wealth right now for the Mustangs. Ella Rhodes is leading the way with 8. Then after that, we have a whole slew. Macy Clark's got 4. Frazee with 3. Grady with 3. Aislinn Rottinghouse 3. Rimpey with 2. Prather with 2. Peyton Rottinghouse with 2. So Mustangs shooting about 38% from the field there in the first half. 3 for 10 from the three-point line. 5 for 8 from the free throw line. Big thing was they got 9 steals, and with those steals, they transitioned them into points. For the Lady Braves, Shouldn't be a big surprise. 7 of the 9 points coming from number 52, Michaela Hutchison. The other 2 coming from number 2, Blackledge. So Mustangs said they want to get out and they want to basically push the ball. They want to trust the process, and that's been happening.
And I think for the Lady Braves, on the offensive end, I would like to see them be a little more aggressive and move the ball a little more. The Mustangs are coming down in that soft zone, and one way that you can just kill the zone is get the ball to the middle and have some quick ball movement on the outside. I'd like to see them take a little more three-pointers too, open up their offense as well.
Yeah, we can get some week 2 scores around on Tuesday night. McPherson beat Derby 56-53. Goddard over Buhler 45-39. Clearwater over Arkansas City 53-33. Mulvane over Labette County. That's a big one there, 46-44. Labette County was a top 10 team. Circle over Independence 42-39. There's another top 10 matchup between Circle and Independence. Of course, Rock Creek Mustangs beat up Abilene Cowgirls 44-26. Sacred Heart over Chapman 43-31. Cheney over Pratt 54-39. Riley County over Concordia 31-29. And then last night, Independence turned around, played again, and beat Mulvane 34-33. So interesting night. So far tonight, Scott City has already won that game over Lamar, Colorado, 49-21. That's quite a travel out there.
That is.
So far in the third quarter, Hutch is over Buhler, 27-15. Those are the only girls scores I have for you right now out of 4A.
And we know, I mean, looking at football, now basketball, 4A is just the division to be in. It's no spots are guaranteed. We saw it with football, and we're seeing it again here with basketball.
Yeah, I mean, you've always got a couple at the top, really, and those are what everybody's striving to be. But then after you get past like number 1, number 2, boys or girls, really it's a fight for the rest, and everybody wants a shot at those top ones. So here with about 50 seconds left to go before we start second half action, let's go ahead and get around to our second Bandit brain teaser for you here for the girls game. What is the highest number of fouls called in a game against both teams combined? Is it A, 57, B, 63, C, 68, or D, 74?
I'm going to go with C, 68. Final answer.
We will have that answer for you at the end of the third period. So, folks, stay tuned and see if you were right or if you were wrong. Better yet, you're taking bets on Isaiah Dobbin. Let's see if he's right or wrong at the.
I mean, that's bet at your own risk there. I mean, so Judd, you said I do get a lifeline or a phone a friend. Can I use you as my lifeline or phone a friend? Is that like interfering with the rules?
I'm just honored to be considered a friend that you'd want to call. No, that's against the rules.
Ah, man. Well, I guess I could ask one of our producers. We could find the answer in one of there. I could get out of them. Oh, man. So here we go. Third quarter action coming up. 28-9. Mustangs leading it. And they'll start this third quarter with the basketball. Looks like a 3-2 zone now for the Lady Braves. Pass inside to Plummer, draws a triple team. Back out to Clark. Fires a three. Got it.
I'm gonna mute that one for the rest of the game. We got to travel there.
They gave me too much power with that with the soundboard. Put the soundboard in front of us, dangerous.
Yeah, I'm gonna have that taken away.
Here's Rhodes inside to Plummer, has it tipped. Rottinghouse comes away with it. Back out to Rhodes. And Rempe will get things reset for the Mustang offense. Nice pass inside to Rempe. Goes up with the layup, has it blocked. And now here come the Lady Braves now, led by Shannon Miller. Kicks it over to Mackenzie Grant. Up at the top, Mullen. Back to Miller, inside to Mackenzie Grant. Pass to Mullen Miller in the corner. Jump shot won't go. Last touched by the Mustangs.
We have a 30-second timeout there taken by Coach Plummer there. The Mustangs, that timeout's going to be brought to you by, looks like Farmer State Bank.
Farmers State Bank celebrating 125 years of banking service in the communities of Westmoreland, Manhattan, and Onega. If you are or have a student looking for financial independence and to get rewarded for good grades, open up a Books and Bucks checking account with Farmers State Bank today. You can receive a $10 Amazon gift card for opening an account plus $25 cash each semester with a GPA 3.5 or higher. To learn more, visit any of their 3 locations or visit them online at bankwithfarmers.com. Farmers State Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. Mackenzie Grant to inbound for the Lady Braves. Gets it into Mullen. Loses it. Rempe takes it away. 3-on-3 break for the Mustangs. Rempe, nice pass inside to Plummer. Layup, got it. Lead up to 24 for the Mustangs now. Mullen drives to her right. And timeout on the floor.
Timeout's going to be brought to you by Shortstop.
Offering the convenience that you need and the service you deserve. You'll find a friendly employee ready to serve you every time you walk through the door. Shortstop as always has daily food and drink specials with the highest quality fuel at each of their 17 locations throughout Kansas, including Clay Center, Wamego, Manhattan, and Westmoreland. No matter where you are going or how long it takes to get there, you'll always have time for a short stop. Or in basketball's case, always time for a timeout.
Yeah, it's actually a couple quick timeouts that we've seen here early on in the third period. So Mustangs will have 3 timeouts left. The Braves with only 2, so 6:35 left to go in the third quarter, and Braves down to 2 timeouts.
It's a good timeout there. Mullen picked it up on that sideline there, drew the double team. Dangerous spot to pick up the basketball. I think the head coach for the Braves just wanting to talk things over. Just drop the press break. Here we go. Miller ahead to Blackledge. And the Blackledge with the travel. Be another turnover for the Lady Braves. Kylie Frazee checking back in for the Lady Mustangs. 6:20 remaining here in the third quarter. Here's Clark on the wing. Zone for the Lady Braves. Here's Frazee. Skip past to Clark. Drives in. Layup.
Yeah, I believe that was.
I think it might have been tipped.
According to possession, it was not tipped, so I'm not really sure what happened on that, but the ball didn't have a chance coming out of her hand. I actually thought it was knocked out of bounds by the Braves, out of bounds by the Braves, but Braves have the ball.
Tries to get it into Mullen. Rottinghouse comes away with the steal. Nice pass inside to Rhodes. They get a foul on the floor. That'll go on Michaela Hutchinson, her first, team first. Ellie Prather and Hadley Rempe checking back in for the Lady Mustangs. 6 minutes remaining. Rempe, nice pass inside to Prather. Layup won't go. Miller comes away with the rebound. Miller driving into her right, loses the handle. Out to Palmquist. Up at the top of the key, that's Mackenzie Grant inside to Hutchinson. Hutchinson drives in, layup is good. And Michaela Hutchinson building on that big first quarter.
Yeah, get it to the person that's brought you here, really.
Frazee drives in, draws the foul. As you were saying there, Judd, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
I just say Hutchinson with 9 of the 11 points for the Braves, so she's finding that spot on the backboard. Keep giving it to her, let her shoot it.
First free throw for Frazee won't go. Ella Rhodes and Lucy Martini checking back in for the Lady Mustangs. Second free throw for Frazee, just short. Rebound, Prather got it.
Good job by Prather there, getting around that box out, getting to the ball.
Dangerous cross-court pass there.
Tough foul for Lucy Martini there. Going for the ball. Got a little bit too much of the body. Got called for the foul there.
That'll be her first, team first. Here's Miller guarded by Frazee. Over to Palmquist. And a tie-up on the floor between Rempe and Palmquist.
Yeah, that could have gone several different ways, but ended up just being an out-of-bounds call.
Here's Rhodes into Prather, power dribble. And we're going to have a foul on the floor.
I believe that's going to go against maybe 42, Haley Grant.
Haley Grant, yep. That'll be her second, team third. Rempe to inbound. Up at the top of the key, Frazee, skip pass into Rhodes. Rhodes, power dribble. Tries to get it into Prather, loses it. And here comes Haley Grant. Gets it over to Mullen. Palmquist fires a jumper, won't go. Have another jump ball. This time possession arrow will go to the Lady Braves.
4 minutes, 46 seconds left to go here in the third. As you can see, Mustangs with a 35-11 lead over the Braves of Council Grove.
Nice pass inside to Hutchinson, has it blocked. Martini comes away with it. Here's Rempe, Frazee, three-pointer, nylon, or two-pointer.
Yep, just inside the line there, but
you were happy. You were guarding the button.
I was guarding the button already.
Yeah.
Yeah, the good thing there is what we're seeing from the Mustangs, particularly in the last two games versus game one, is they're catching the ball with their feet set, ready to shoot, ready to make their move. Back in the day, we called that the triple threat.
It's still.
Is it still called the triple threat?
Yeah.
Excellent. Always good to know the terms haven't changed that much in the last 30 years.
And we're going to have another foul on the Mustangs. And the three-point selection of the Mustangs, nothing forced, really just one or two passes, touch inside, back outside, and setting their feet and knocking it down.
Yeah, compared to last week and the week before, they really are taking a lot more three-pointers, but really they're kind of pushing the ball as much as they can right now and wanting to get those easier shots.
Here comes the Lady Brave offense now. Miller gets things set up. Pass over to Mullen. Into Blackledge. Blackledge trying to get it into Miller. Has it tipped by Aislinn Rottinghouse. Palmquist to inbound now. Tries to get it into Hutchinson. Loses it. Here's Rempe. Off to the races. Take it all the way. Ooh. And she'll be fouled by Mullen. She'll head to the line for two.
Rempe's knee breaks worked really, really well once she hit the floor there. That came to a quick stop just off the knee. That looked painful from up here. That'll be her third foul.
First free throw for Rempe's good. That's always when I'm, the mini sounds you hear on the basketball court, but the sound of when someone slides their skin across the floors. Don't have to make it's like nails on a chalkboard, people they wince when it happens.
Yep. Good old floor burns. Those are nice.
Miller has it poked away. Here's Whaley. Drives in. And they're going to get Miller with the foul.
So 3:47 left to go here in the third. Whaley at the line.
First free throw rattles around for Whaley. 39-11 remaining, or 39-11 remaining. 39-11 your score, 3:47 remaining. Second free throw for Whaley is good. .9 lead now for the Mustangs.
So Mustangs put up 44 last week against Abilene Cowgirls. They're looking to get a season high tonight right now, already sitting at 40 here with 3:40 left to go in the third quarter. Another turnover there by the Braves.
If we're going to think of it in terms of mathematical equations here, Judd. They doubled their first week scoring and then doubled their second week scoring. So, by theory, we should be on track for 80 points tonight.
I'm feeling it.
Here's Palmquist on the wing, guarded by Rempe. Inside to Grant. Back out to Mullen. Back out to Palmquist. Loses the handle, draws the double team. Back out to Mullen. That's Keziah Mullen, drives in. We have a foul on the floor. Number 21, Brooklyn Plummer, checking back in for the Lady Mustangs. Inbounds to Blackledge. Bucket's good. We're going to have a foul on the floor.
No, I think they're going to wave that off. That was a great entry pass there off the inbound, but I think there was a foul back behind holding her up.
Second foul for Aislinn Rottinghouse, 15 foul. First free throw for Blackledge. Won't go. Second free throw, short. Rebound will go to Rempe. 3 minutes remaining here, third quarter. Rempe kicks it over to Whaley. Inside to Plummer. Nice pass to Rottinghouse. Can't come away with the layup. Jump ball. Possession arrow will stay with the Mustangs. Mackenzie Grant checking back in for the Lady Braves. Reese Grady in the corner. Now to Plummer. To Rottinghouse. Whaley fires a three. Won't go. Rebound Aislinn Rottinghouse. Second chance bucket's good. And they're going to get Whaley with the foul there. Whaley's first, team fifth. At the line shooting two, Whitlin Mullen.
So again, with the rule change this year, no more 1-on-1s. You get 2 shots at 5 team fouls unless it happens to be an offensive foul.
Mullen's first free throw is good. (42-12) your score, 2:39 remaining here in the third quarter. Mullen's second free throw won't go. Rebound Hutchison, power dribble layup, no good. Rebound for Grady. Here's Frazee. Over to Grady. Grady's going to fire a three. Looks good. Short. Rebound Hutchinson. 2-on-1 break. Mullen to her sister. Can't come away with it. Possession arrow will go to the Mustangs.
Yeah, press the ball just a little bit out of control there for the Lady Braves, but the right idea, get the ball and go. Caught the Mustangs really kind of on their heels, weren't back on defense, so we'll see if they kind of try to look to that again here in the fourth quarter to put, you know, a little offensive pressure. Turnover there by Grady trying to do an entry pass.
That's Mackenzie Grant open on the wing, dumps it inside to Hutchison as it poked away. Grant guarded by Grady. We're going to have a foul on the play. That one will go on Frazee. Keziah Mullen at the line for two. First free throw rattles out for Mullen. Martini, Whaley, and Prather checking back in for the Mustangs. Here's Whaley to Clark in the corner, loses it. Possession arrow will go back to the Braves. .140 remaining here, third quarter. Mullen over to Grant. And Clark will get whistled for the foul. Team sixth. And her first. Mackenzie Grant at the line for 2.
1:36 here left to go in the third. Mustangs trying to push that to a 30-point lead, but chance right here for Grant to chip into it.
First free throw drops.
We're going to have a timeout by the Mustangs here. That timeout's going to be brought to you by Faith Furniture. Faith Furniture serving Manhattan and surrounding areas since 1952. Faith Furniture takes pride in the value, selection, knowledge, and family experience that they share with all of their customers. If you're looking for a full arrangement of great-looking furniture for your living room, dining room, bedroom, and office, or just looking for that perfect accent to tie the room together, Faith Furniture has what you're looking for. When it comes to buying new furniture, you've got to have Faith.
Well done, Judd, with 30 seconds to spare.
Still trying to think of what my favorite word might be to work into the broadcast.
Should we, while we got some extra time, should we get that answer to that brain teaser?
Sure, why not? See if Cody's ready to cue that bad boy up.
Feeling good. I'm on a hot streak right now, man. Someone put me out, I'm on fire.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, we just ran out of time. Gonna have to. Oh, no, here we go. Teasing you, Bandit Brain Teaser. C68 is the highest number of fouls called in a game.
Is that what I said?
That is what you said.
Oh, man.
That happened in 1996. There were 68 fouls called in the North Central Cougars versus the Hillcrest Mustangs. North Central had 36, while Hillcrest had 32 fouls.
Oh, boy, he's got 3 in a row. Don't let him get 4. Grant's second free throw is good. Here's Whaley. Into the corner, Clark. Back to Whaley. Over to Martini. Almost has it stolen. To Clark, corner 3. Won't go. Rebound, Mackenzie Grant. 1:20 remaining here in the third quarter. Here's Mullen over to her sister. Back to Mackenzie Grant. Whitland Mullen to Keziah Mullen. Back to Grant. Guarded by Whaley. Good ball movement here by the Lady Braves. Here's Hutchinson down low. Back out to Keziah. Tries to get inside the black ledge. Has it tipped by Plummer. Just under a minute to play. Number 42, Haley Grant, checking back in for the Lady Braves. Pass inside to Hutchinson will be last touched by the Mustangs. Possession arrow will stay with the Lady Braves.
.6.
Grant's layup won't go, gets her own rebound, tries to get it inside to Hutchinson. And last touch again by the Mustangs.
Yeah, pace of play so far, probably here in the last 4 minutes, kind of slowed down quite a bit from the first half. A lot more back and forth action, but Braves trying to work their offense, keep the ball possession going, keep it out of the hands of the Mustangs.
Loose ball picked up by Lucy Martini, drives in, should pick up the foul. That'll be Keziah Mullen. Team fifth, her fourth. First free throw won't go for Martini. Lucy Palmquist checking back in for the Lady Braves. And free throw shooting for both teams here, not ideal here, Judd.
He hasn't been a fantastic night shooting from the line. Seems like they're kind of really, some of the Mustangs really rushing that free throw shot. You have time, go ahead and take a breath, get yourself back under control. Nice shot from the floor there, in close there, watching Whaley really get on top of number 32 there, Mackenzie Grant. I want to thank our Rock Creek journalism student that are down there running that.
Miller, jumper. We'll get her with a travel. And Judd, going back to that favorite word, I think they were saying it has to be crafty.
Well, that's what I was wondering.
As the word.
I think the word has to be crafty, not
That's
me
what
actually
I was,
work the word crafty.
That's what I would.
Okay.
Oh. Well,
okay, here
I
it
think
goes.
it's both. It's like one of those double entendre situations.
If McCormick girls are listening, we're talking about a pie. A pie or a pie?
Ah.
They'll get it. 2 seconds left. Mustangs don't have a chance to get a shot off.
It's like toe on your foot or toe truck.
Yeah.
Okay. I got you. I get what you're saying. I'm smelling what you're stepping in.
Let's go ahead and take a break with Liming Productions.
Based out of St. George, Kansas, Liming Productions is your source for 5-star wedding videography, event videography, corporate events, and small business commercials. Let Liming Productions capture all of your special moments and compile the story you'll want to watch over and over. Liming Productions, capturing stories for life. See their services and highlights at facebook.com/Liming Productions.
So clearly my oldest daughter in Hayes America is still listening. Alyssa got it. We were dusting the basement one time, and I told all the girls that you get everything down low and I'll get a pie. And they thought I was going to leave the room to go get a pie as opposed to dusting a pie. So yes, a pie or a pie. Never thought I'd actually bring that up into a broadcast, but there you go.
There you go. I mean, no better time than the present is what I always like to say. I mean,
so getting ready to start fourth quarter action. Mustangs 42-15 with the lead. Your leading scorers so far for the Braves. Michaela Hutchison, apologies, with 9. Grant with 2. Blackridge with 2 for the Mustangs. Again, kind of sharing the wealth. You got Rhodes with 8, Clark with 7, Frazee Rottinghouse with 5. Everybody that's seen the floor for the Mustangs has at least 1 in this one.
And for any of our viewers out there, if you do have a word you want Judd or I to work into the broadcast this evening, let us know down in the comments below. Has to be family friendly, of course. We get Palmquist with the travel there. We also, for those tuned in, love to see where you're listening or watching from. There's Frazee on the wing. Back over to Rempe. Asen Rottinghouse, corner 3. Won't go. Rebound, Brooklyn Plummer. In and out. And we'll have a jump ball on the floor. Possession arrow will go to the Lady Braves.
Yeah, Plummer just missing that opportunity again. I think she could average probably 10 to 12 points a night. Just got to find that spot on the backboard. She gets good looks. Just has been unlucky. Sometimes there's a lid on the basket, as they say.
Good ball movement by the Lady Mustangs there. Hadley's three-pointer won't go. Another rebound for the Lady Mustangs. Nice skip pass over to Rottinghouse. Back up at the top, Frazee. Another good look at three-pointer. Another offensive rebound for the Lady Mustangs. Nice pass inside to Plummer. This time the layup will go. Third chance bucket for the Lady Mustangs. And for your head coach, Adam Plummer, great possession there, starting off the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I really like the ball movement. They took up, gave up a few shots that they could have taken, still working the offense around. That's part of that trust that process, really. Good tip away there by Rempe. Couldn't quite maintain it. Almost had it.
Oh. It's Scott Rottinghouse watching from Connecticut. Maybe I'm your viewer from the furthest away. As of the moment, yes, you are. I know we have a couple people that tune in from Wyoming as well, but I mean, Connecticut, that's quite away from Flush, America. Here's Miller in the corner. It's it into Grant. Back out to Mullen inside. Nice high-low action for the Braves. Miller can't come away with the layup. Gets it back, though, and this time puts it home. It's a pass ahead to Frazee. Frazee's three-pointer won't go, as we have new substitutions for the Mustangs here.
Yeah, number 20, Emma Libby was checking in. Number 25, Rory Pitzer checked in. And number 23, Peyton Sturdy. Sorry, I am adding them in.
Aislinn Rottinghouse three-pointer will go. We're going to have a foul underneath. Possession arrow will go to the Lady Braves. 5:50 remaining here, fourth quarter. 2-3 zone for the Lady Mustangs. Here's Mullen over to Grant. Now to Miller. That's Haley Grant on the in the corner. Skip pass over to Miller. Miller trying to get into Blackledge. Gets it into Mackenzie Grant. Blackledge gets it on the post. And we're going to have a foul. Liliana Blackledge heading to the line for two.
I think that's going to be Pitzer's second foul. Yep.
First free throw for Blackledge is good. Five and a half minutes remaining, 44-18 your score. Second free throw for Blackledge won't go. Nice pass inside to Grant. Can't get it to go. Saved by Miller. This time to Palmquist. Draws the triple team. Goes up with it. She'll be fouled. I'll send Lucy Palmquist to the line for two.
And the struggles continue for the Braves from the free throw line.
Second free throw won't go. Palmquist comes away with it. Gets it into Blackledge. Blackledge tries to go up with the free throw. Tries to go up with the layup. She'll be fouled. And possession arrow staying with the Braves here. Third straight trip in a row for the Braves to the free throw line. See if third time's the charm here. And Coach Plummer wants to talk things over.
It's going to be timeout by full timeout Backroads Broadcasting.
Backroads Broadcasting and Rock Creek High School Journalism is working harder than ever to bring the action home to you. If you are looking for a live broadcast of your future event or interested in being a sponsor for future events, contact sales@brbc.live. Even if you are just enjoying tonight's free broadcast and would like to help out Backroads Broadcasting or Rock Creek High School Journalism, you can always donate through Cash App, $BRBCL, or Venmo at BRBCL. Visit any of our social medias at BRBC Live, Instagram, Facebook, Threads, X, and YouTube. I think we can throw a TikTok up there, Backroads TikTok.
Oh, a TikTok. I don't know. I don't know if I can do TikToks. I might throw my hip out.
We'll get Judd doing the Renegade or whatever the dance is.
I'll have to look that one up.
There we go.
The Running Man? That dates me a little bit. You mean the running man, right?
Yeah, we can go with that. I'm pretty sure your daughters will be able to teach you the TikTok dance.
I don't want to go that route.
Blackledge's free throw is good. Second free throw, no good. Rebound will go to Prather. Head to Frazee. Whaley in the corner, dumps it inside. Possession arrow will stay with the Mustangs. Inbounds pass to Prather. Jumper won't go. She'll be fouled. Head to the line for 2. First free throw for Prather is good. Just over 5 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter. 45-19 your score. Reese Grady checking back in for the Lady Mustangs. Both free throws for Prather are good. Here's Miller. Over to Mullen. Tries to get in the corner. He'll be poked away by Grady. And Hutchinson checking back in for the Lady Braves.
Number 2, Reese Grady, that's what you call a pest. She's active. She's out there all the time, trying to get in the passing lanes, disrupting plays. Maybe fouls a little bit, but does what you want to do. Just hustle. They're hustle fouls. They're not silly fouls, but yeah,
and
pest.
If you're a defender guarding a player like Reese Grady on the offensive end, it's just one of those things. It's like, do you never stop moving? It's like a shot goes, her own shot goes up, going in for her own rebound. You know, a shot could go up 30 feet from the bucket. She's running in for a rebound. Keziah Mullen at the free throw line for 2. First free throw is good. Number 25 of the Mustangs checking back in. That'll be Rory Pitzer.
Yeah, I could tell you from my days of coaching, those are the kind of players I like. Working hard all the time.
Kennedy Whaley's three-pointer won't go. Rebound Grady. Pulls it out. Three-pointer of her own won't go. We'll call that a pass to Whaley. Over to that Sturdy. Nice pass to Whaley in the corner. Here's Pitzer, top of the key. Loses the handle. A pass tipped by Miller. Mustang basketball on the sideline. 4:12 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Here's Sturdy. Looking inside, gets it to Whaley in the corner. Whaley double teamed. Inside. Call that another pass. Pitzer. Bucket and the foul. That'll send Rory Pitzer to the line for 1.
That's what you want to see out of your 6 foot number 5, your center. Go up strong, take the foul, get the hoop and the harm. And she converts. The old-fashioned three-pointer, Rory Pitzer. The hoop, the harm, and the commit. I don't know if that's what that's called, but that's what I went with. Isaiah's the wordsmith.
I mean, yeah, well.
And the convert, maybe it's the convert.
Yeah. I mean, I could give you a word, but that doesn't mean I can define said word. My wife likes to make fun of me. If I use a big word, she always asks me, goes, do you even know what that means? Kennedy Whaley, three-pointer. Got it.
100% no, he does not know what it means. I just heard it and it sounded cool.
It sounded cool. You know, growing up, it's funny because my grandpa, of all people, if you used a big word and you didn't know, he made you look it up in the dictionary.
That's inconceivable. From my wife's least favorite movie of all time right there. Working the whole family into tonight's broadcast.
A foul underneath.
I think that's going to go against number 25, Pitzer again. That might be her third. .250 left to go. We got a running clock at this point in time. Mustangs with a greater than 30-point lead, so the clock continues to run at 2:40 left to go in the game.
Blackledge free throw won't go.
Shanna Schmidt watching.
We
cheering on everybody. Gotta love it.
Put you on the spot here, Judd. Inconceivable. Can you spell said word? Oh, he's gonna write it down. Hold on, let me get it pulled up just to make sure we get it inconceivable. Ooh, it's a little. I mean, it's. I wouldn't say it's a gimme. It's a little tricky.
INCONCEIVABLE.
Ladies and gentlemen, Judd McCormick, and you are correct. Come on down.
Looks and a brain, folks.
So with 1:45 remaining here, Whitland Mullen brings it up for the Braves. Over to Mackenzie Grant. Back to Palmquist. That's Mallory Wells in the corner. It's Mackenzie Grant looking for Blackledge down low, gets it to her. Power dribble will go up. She'll be fouled again. So that'll send Liliana Blackledge to the line for two. First free throw won't go. 50 seconds remaining.
And in case you missed it, number 24, Riley Freeze. Checked in. Nice rebound there by Pitzer.
I have a timeout on the floor with 35.5 seconds remaining. This timeout is brought to you by Roach Media Group. Your local friendly professional photographer. Packages available for engagements, weddings, professional headshots, senior and family portraits, providing high resolution image files or prints taken on location or in their study with professional edits available. They are also your local area expert in real estate, photography, and videography. Ask about the drone and VR 360 tours when you reach out to them today at roachmediagroup.com. That's ROCHE mediagroup.com. Shouts out to one of our producers, Cody Roach, who's actually sitting to my right with our other producer, Cody Liming. We'll have to do a broadcast where they're up here in the booth one day. Get them on the mic.
Coming out of this timeout, Mustangs get a 52-21 point lead. I believe there's about 35.5 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. And for the Mustangs is Pitzer, Martini, Grady, Leiby, and Fries. I keep saying that with a question mark. Got a three-pointer. Didn't.
Looked good.
It did. Looked good coming out of the hand.
Another one. Won't go. Rebound Pitzer. Second chance bucket's good.
Yeah, there won't be a C-Team girls game tonight, so some of the girls have a quarter to spare on the varsity playing JV and varsity. That's going to be your ball game.
So a final score of 54-21. Mustangs extend the winning streak to 2. And another high-scoring affair for the Lady Mustangs.
Yeah, even though it got kind of slowed down the stretch, got some extra players in to see some time. It's always good. Young players, any chance they get a chance to go out there and play, see the court. Yeah, Mustangs winning this game 54-21 for the Braves. Number 52, Hutchison leading the way with 9. Number 2, Blackledge with 4. Number 24, Mullen with 3. Number 32, Grant with 2. And number 1, Miller with 2. Number 23, Mullen with another point for the Mustangs in their 54 points. Again, they shared the wealth a lot tonight. A lot to go around, but Ella Rhodes with 8. Macy Clark, 7. Rory Pitzer coming in off the bench with 5. Ellie Prather with 6. Aislinn Rottinghouse, 5. Kylie Frazee with 5. Whaley with 4. Rimpey with 4. Plummer with 4. Peyton Rottinghouse with 2. Martini with 1. So again, Mustangs winning this one 54-21. This is going to conclude the broadcast of the girls varsity game this evening. We'll be back with a little bit of a recap. We'll get going with the boys game here too. It's going to start in about 15 minutes. But we are going to be back in about 5 to give you the week 2 lowdown on scores, rankings, and matches from around the state. Stay right here with us. I'm Judd McCormick.
I'm Isaiah Dobbins. We'll BRB.
Welcome everybody back to the Rock tonight here on Backroads Broadcasting. We're getting ready to get started here in about 10 minutes with the boys game, but we're going to bring you the Farmer State Bank boys pregame show. Again, brought to you by Farmer State Bank, celebrating 125 years of banking service in the communities of Westmoreland, Manhattan, and Onega. If you're looking for a new home, then you need to meet the team at Farmer State Bank. They're there to help you make the move. Make that move today and go to bankwithfarmers.com. NMLS 403435. So, Judd McCormick here, taking the lead while my broadcast partner and play-by-play extraordinaire Isaiah Dobbins is trying to get a quick snack in our 5-minute break that we had before we start the Farmers
We're good now.
Pregame. So, yeah, here we are again, third night in a row. Well, not in a row, but our third broadcast here from the Rock. Mustangs currently 1-1. The Council Grove Braves boys team 0-2. And before we get into tonight's game, let's recap last week's action.
Hey, you can't hold it against me. I'm a big trail mix guy.
Big trail mix guy. Rock Creek coming up a little short last week against the Abilene Cowboys. 70-52 is a closer game than what the score appears, but going down the stretch, Abilene made the free throws they needed to make, worked their offense and got easy baskets there at the end to pull away. Dagan Vendeska leading the way for the Mustangs with 19 points, followed by number 24, Brady Schneider with 13 points, and then number 23, Riker Zeller with 7.
For the Cowboys, Brax Fisher was 17, Ian Crump was 17, and Stockton Timbrook with 9. Ian Crump really being the impact player of the game on Tuesday.
Yeah, Ian Crump coming off the bench. I think he had 17 in the first half, was knocking down threes left and right. He came into the game, and he was immediately an impact player and was ready to go. The other thing that the Mustangs ran into is really they were trading free throws for baskets. The Mustangs went to the line 25 times, but only got 16 out of that, and only had 3 of 11 for three-pointers, where it seemed like the Cowboys were getting 4 more three-pointers, more regular field goals. They ended up with 7 more field goals before the night was done. So they were getting 2-pointers and three-pointers. Mustangs were just getting a 1-pointer, but also credit to the Cowboys. They had pressure on the Mustangs all night, really ratcheted up. When I talked to the coach prior to the game, he said one of the things they wanted to do is really stop number 3, Coley Burgess, and they did that. You know, Coley Burgess, we haven't had an opportunity to talk about it, but he was actually a 4A player to watch with Keisha at the beginning of the season. We had the pleasure of actually seeing him and Cole Pladsum at Clay Center, both 4A players to watch at the Keisha pick at the beginning of the year. But Coley Burgess kind of held in check last week, and the Cowboys did what they needed to with their game plan. The other thing I'll talk about is we kind of experienced it, but Abilene fans are passionate. They showed up. They were involved. They were in the game. And
they travel well.
Really vibed and thrived off of that team. So,
well, not only that, but they made the Mustangs make mistakes. They sped them up, turnovers, and well executed on the offensive end. I said it after the game on Tuesday. They were able to go from like lightning speed just to a snail's pace in a matter of seconds, and that really messed with the Mustangs.
Yeah, talent-wise, athleticism-wise, I think they're pretty closely matched, but the Cowboys came in, they were amped up, they were ready to play that game, and like you said, they got after them. They sped the Mustangs up and just kind of forced them into mistakes. Really, they had about the same amount of turnovers, same amount of rebounds. Mustangs just had more shots from the free throw line, less field goals. Cowboys with more field goals. And really, you know, like I said, just shooting-wise, shot the ball just a little bit better. And the game was closer through basically 3 3/4 of the game, and really the Cowboys pulled away there at the end. If we look at the Week 2 rankings for 4A boys, we saw in Week 1 in the preseason that Clay Center actually started out ranked, lost to the Mustangs, kind of like opposite of the girls, so Rock Creek Mustangs kind of flip-flopped and took that spot. But McPherson, your runner-up last year, number 1, Waukegan, the 4A defending champs, sitting at number 2, followed by Atchison 3, Bishop Miege 4, Eudora 5. Circle at 6, Baldwin at 7, Rock Creek Mustangs there at 8. They may lose that spot after losing the Abilene Cowboys. Ottawa at 9, Fort Scott 10. I'd be shocked if next week's rankings that come out on Tuesday by the Kansas Basketball Coaches Association doesn't have the Abilene Cowboys in that top 10, if not the top 5 or 6.
I was just getting ready to say that, Judd, but Same thing with the girls. All of these teams could easily break into the top 5. All the teams not currently in the top 10 could break into the top 10. 4A basketball, the 4A division as a whole is stacked through and through.
It got even more stacked with Hugoton joining the 4A, bumping up from 3A last year and going on and winning the 4A state. You know, they were a 3A powerhouse for years. Now they're at 4A, wanting to assert their dominance at 4A basketball. You know, we talk about Bishop Miege in football for the longest time. They got knocked out this year. Now we got a new player on the 4A basketball front. They're ready to make their presence known right off the bat. So until they lose, to me, they're the team to beat.
And looking kind of at years past for this Mustang team, they've gotten off to a slow start at times, but looks can be deceiving. You know, that early season record, they build upon that one. They win when it matters. It's like that Clay Center team they played week 1.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. You know, we talked about it in the preseason that this team was really more basketball athletic than probably last year's team. A lot of athletes on last year's team, but maybe basketball wasn't their primary sport. There's several players on this basketball team that basketball probably is their primary sport. They are athletic. They've shown it in the first couple games. They just got outworked a little bit last week by the Abilene Cowboys. Again, top-notch team, the Cowboys. They're going to make a lot of damage in the NCKL this year. And looking forward to those home and home matchups next year once the Mustangs join the NCKL. Going to be interesting next year when you look at Marysville, you look at Abilene, you look at Wamego. It's going to be tough, and you know, so playing them into the non-conference the last couple of years, just giving them a taste of it. But yeah, Abilene really has kind of owned the Mustangs. I believe their overall record now moves to 13-5 all time against the Mustangs. But that was last week. Let's talk a little bit about this week. So this week we're taking on the Council Grove Braves. They've struggled a little bit here early on in the season, but Mustangs looking to move to 2-1 in this 3-game home stretch to start this season. And
if we can learn anything from the girls' game and their loss that first week to Clay Center, they came back the second week and looked like a completely different team. I think we'll see that tonight with the Mustangs. I think they had probably a good week of practice. And everybody wants to, you know, blame the officials for last week. It was spotty, dodgy. But I really think that the Mustangs will come out with the sort of intensity tonight and put things away.
You know, I've heard a lot of coaches say it. I'm sure there's somebody out there that's famous for the quote. But I think you really get an idea of who you are and what your team is made of after you're coming off a loss. Mustangs clearly had high expectations this year. Nobody's going to, well, I shouldn't say nobody. I mean, Hugoton's done it in the past. Teams have done it in the past. It's hard to go undefeated in a high school basketball season. You're not going to go undefeated, but how do you respond to those losses? It was a tough loss. They know what happened. They know they got outplayed and outworked by the Cowboys. I don't think they want to see that happen again. So I think they're going to come out a little fired up tonight. So we're going to talk about that right now. 1 minute to go here in the game. Let's talk about the routes to victory powered by Max Motors of Manhattan. Max Motors is worth the drive from anywhere. So if you are the Rock Creek Mustangs, they got to handle the pressure this week. They got to stay grounded. They got to understand they got to bounce back. They got to run their offense. Last week, it seemed like they were kind of just throwing the ball around. Didn't seem like they were running a real offense at times.
And for Council Grove, it'll be put a body on Menduska. Menduska getting multiple second, third chance buckets. Eliminate second chance opportunities. How are they going to do that? Put a body on Menduska and push the offense back beyond the arc.
Yeah, make the Mustangs shoot from deep, right? Don't let those easy paints get brought in there and easy to take there for the Mustangs.
And we'll take a short intermission for the national anthem.
Yeah, national anthem tonight is going to be sung by senior Zoe Thompson. So please stay tuned. We'll be back shortly after this.
We ask you to rise and remove your hats as Rock Creek senior Zoe Thompson sings the national anthem of the United States of America. Oh,
That was another beautiful rendition of the national anthem here by a vocalist, Zoe Thompson, here at Rock Creek. That's 3 in a row, just amazing. Kind of gave me the chills every time we hear that.
Starting lineups tonight for the Braves. Number 2, Hayden Buttry. Number 0, Trevor Christensen for the Mustangs. For the Braves, number 4, Drew Buckman. For the Mustangs, number 3, Coley Burgess. For the Braves, number 5, Colby Rose. For the Mustangs, number 13, Dagan Venduska. For the Braves, number 15, Bryce Palmquist. For the Mustangs, number 23, Riker Zeller. And for the Braves, number 20, Kaiser Spittles. And for the Mustangs, number 24, Brady Schneider. And big shouts out to Misty Venduska. I'm watching from Florida tonight. Thank you, Backroads Broadcasting, for making it possible for me to watch from afar. Let's go Mustangs.
Council Grove boys basketball coached by Bruce Hula, assistant coaches Joshua Gant, Tyler Sison. Rock Creek Mustangs going to be coached by Justin Smith with assistant coaches Jackson Goodmiller and Dawson Zinger.
Big shouts out to Diane Christensen, Divine, and Dwayne Christensen from Casey, Wyoming checking in. Largents watching from Wyoming. Good luck, Mustangs. And Judd, one thing I wanted to touch before we got into that awesome routes to victory presented by Max Motors was, we've seen most of these guys earlier in football season. We saw what happened after the first loss to Southeast of Saline. And they went on. Didn't have a loss until the sectional playoff against Wichita Collegiate. So I think we could see a little bit of a run here from this Mustang team. Well, student section's ready, band's ready, fans are ready. Backroads Broadcasting is ready. Mustangs control the tip. Skip pass over to Zeller. Zeller drives in, layup. Will miss it. Trevor Christensen gets the rebound. And that'll be last touched by the Braves. Isaiah Dobbins, Judd McCormick tonight as the Braves take on the Mustangs here in Flush, America. Quick entry pass into Schneider. Coley Burgess, jumper won't go. We're going to have a foul on the floor. I believe that's going to go on Venduska. That'll be his first, team first. Quick pace to start off.
Yeah, I think Mustangs want to be the aggressor in this game. They want to get off to a quick start and really force the errors on the Braves side.
Palmquist on the drive, layup's good. Assist will go to number 2, Hayden Buttry. Here's Burgess now. Zeller, corner, thinks about the 3, drives in, skip pass over to Venduska. Drives baseline, back to Zeller, and that'll be 2 quick fouls on Dagan Venduska. As Wilkinson will check in for him. We'll see Venduska early second quarter, late first quarter, Judd.
Yeah, he's gonna spend some time. 2 tough fouls pick up to start the game early on, only 40 seconds into the game. So obviously not the start that Venduska wanted, but Braves know that they had to somehow take him out of the game to have an opportunity, and they managed to get that accomplished here early in the first half.
Good ball movement by the Braves. Here's Buckman, drives in. Great way to draw the foul there. That's Drew Buckman. Freed up with the pump fake. He'll head to the line for 2.
I think last week one of our Max Motors routes to victory was talking about staying grounded. Right now the Mustangs jumping at every chance they can. Looks like they put that foul against Brady Schneider. I actually thought that was a different player that actually caused it, but Schneider picking up his first.
Second free throw for Buckman is good. Christensen brings the ball up the court. Here's Zeller. Over to Schneider. Now to Burgess. Back to Schneider. He'll pull it from deep. 3 ball. Good for Brady Schneider. We're all knotted up at 3. That's Rose, top of the key, back to Spittles. Nice pass inside. Good ball movement here. He'll fire. Palmquist. 3-pointer won't go. Here's Schneider now. Back to Burgess. Burgess driving to his right. Spin move. Floater. Got it. Coley Burgess. Spin cycle. 1 load. Bucket's good.
Yeah, already we're seeing a different Coley Burgess than what we saw last week. He's taking the initiative right now with that ball, dribble penetration. We've talked about it basically for the last 3 games. Dribble, penetrate. If they don't stop, you go to the hoop. If they do, kick it out.
And I think that's one thing Coach Justin Smith wanted from Coley Burgess as well, looking to score, being aggressive on the offensive end.
Yeah, I mean, you're not a preseason all-4A pick because you're a slouch. The guy knows how to play ball. He's got to get more involved, and tonight he's involved early on.
Christensen drives in, crosses over, drives to his left, draws a double team, fade away, won't go, and last touch by the Mustangs.
Yeah, decent look there by Christensen with the Mustangs. We've seen him. He'll take 2, 3 pump fakes. He'll try to get the defender up. He can make some funny shots sometimes, just couldn't quite get that one to go down.
And Christensen getting a start this evening here at the 1, bring the ball, drawing the offense up for the Mustangs.
Yeah, you know, Burgess is a great ball handler, but he's also a fantastic shooter, so you want to kind of get him open on the wing, their shooting guard.
What a tough bucket there by Bryson Palmquist with the fadeaway jumper. And to add to that, you know, one of your best scorers on the offensive end, you definitely don't want them controlling, you know, the pace of play. You want to play through that person being Coley Burgess. Last bucket coming off Brady Schneider.
Yeah, and I think they'll mix it up too, depending on what defender's on them. So that sometimes you can take advantage of the defender, even if you got a secondary ball handler. The defender on him might not be as good as a primary defender on your primary ball handler. So that plays a lot into it.
Spittles 3-point won't go. Rebound to Schneider. 2-point lead now for the Mustangs. Here's Zeller. Crosses over, drives in, kicks it back out to Coley Burgess. Coley Burgess drives in, floater, gets the bucket, and 1 for Coley Burgess.
Yeah, Burgess is feeling it early. He wants the ball. He wants to drive the basket. He's got 2 floaters that have dropped in. Beautiful shots.
And Burgess being the player he is, when he's driving to the basket like that, even if it's a contested jumper, he has a good chance of making it. But he has those opportunities to draw the double team, find the open man, and come away with some assists as well.
Yeah, and I think some of the things
for Burgess.
We talk about, they need to run an offense. What we may see is some high screens to, you know, kind of brush the defender off of Burgess. So picking away from the ball, get him open into the wing so he has those opportunities.
That was a drive by Palmquist. Last touch by the Braves. Mustang possession. Mustangs jumping out to a 5-point lead here early. 4:25 remaining here first quarter. Here's Burgess now guarded by Palmquist. Here's Schneider, top of the key. Now to Wilkinson. Wilkinson drives in. Scoop layup won't go. Here come the Braves now. Buttrey.
They got numbers.
Over to Livingston. Now Spittles will fire 3, won't go. Ahead to Zeller, and they're going to get Rose with the foul. New face in for the Braves. That's number 35, Aspen Livingston. Another substitution, number 4, Drew Buckman checking back in for the Braves. And for the Mustangs, Gavin Rosa and Peter Martini checking in, as well as Peyton McCarn. Here's the inbounds pass to Rosa. Awkward layup, rebound Coley Burgess, fires a jumper, won't go. Rebound will go to Palmquist. He'll bring it up the floor. Palmquist driving in, kicks it back out to Buttrey. Buttrey thought about the 3-pointer. Gets it back to Palmquist, fires the quick 3. Won't go, rebound Peter Martini. Mustangs are off to the races. Pass ahead to McCarn. McCarn spins. Layup won't go. Rebound will go to Palmquist. Nice steal there by Martini. Drives in. looking for a foul there. Won't get it. Here's Palmquist off the screen from Rose. Spins in. Floater won't go. He'll head to the line for 2. Bryson Palmquist at the line for the Braves. First free throw is good for Bryson. Cuts the lead down to 3 with about 3 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Second free throw rattles out.
Inadvertent whistle there, or horn.
Rosa. And we need a foul on number 20 of the Braves. That'll be Kaiser Spittles. That'll be his first, team third. Already 7 total team fouls here in the first quarter. Refs calling a tight game here. Zeller gets the offense set up for the Mustangs. Now to Coley Burgess. Rosa in the corner. Back to Burgess. Burgess draws a double team. Back out to Rosa. Rosa fires a 3. Won't go. Rebound McCarn. Hits a cutting Burgess. Back out to Martini. He fires a 3. He got it. Peter Martini from deep. It's Buttery on the drive. It's over to Spittles. Spittles back to Rose. Now over to Livingston. Nice spin move. Floater won't go. Good second try by Spittles. Here come the Mustangs led by Burgess. Burgess kicks it back to Martini. Over to McCarn. McCarn drives in. We're going to have a foul on the floor.
Yeah, calling it close, like you said. I mean, everybody's trying to just get a move and get a body going. But right now, they're keeping this game well under control at this point in time. So fouls may become an issue tonight.
Here's Burgess, guarded by Palmquist. Over to Schneider, to McCarn. Back to Burgess. He's going to fire a 3. Nylon. Nice shot there by Coley Burgess for 3.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about. Get him off the ball, maybe set some screens for him, get him open on the wing to take that shot.
Nice take by number 4, Drew Buckman of the Braves. And for Coach Justin Smith, this is sort of the aggression you'd want to come out with on Tuesday if they could have it back. Martini, another corner 3. Rattles it home. Back-to-back 3s for Peter Martini.
Like we said, dribble, penetrate. They stop you, kick it out. If they don't, go all the way in. That's going to be a 30-second timeout by the coach there. That 30-second timeout is going to be brought to you by Shortstop.
Offering the convenience that you need and the service you deserve. You'll find a friendly employee ready to serve you every time you walk through the door. Shortstop has always daily food and drink specials with the highest quality fuel at each of their 17 locations throughout Kansas, including Clay Center, Wamego, Manhattan, and Westmoreland. No matter where you're going or how long it takes to get there, you'll always have time for a Shortstop. And I know in one of the backroads route to victory for this evening for the Mustangs was get set up in an offense, but from what I'm seeing is they're still having that 4-out-1 in motion. They're doing really well on the dribble drive to find open shooters in the corner.
Yeah, it's kind of the bread and butter of your style of play, and you've talked about it all last season. You talked about it at the beginning of this season. You want to see more of that dribble penetrate. Make somebody stop you. If somebody has to step over and stop you and help defense, there's got to be somebody wide open. And right now, Peter Martini's been the wide open player a couple different times for Coley Burgess to kick it out to, and 2 3-pointers for Martini.
Right, Peter Martini or Clay Thompson, I can't tell, you know.
And
it
looks like number 15 there, Palmquist, blew a tire, had to stop the game, let him get his shoe back on.
Happens to the best of us, Judd.
Doesn't happen to the slowest of us, I can tell you that. Unless you have a kid that steps on your heel.
That's fair. Inside to Rose. Back out to Buckman. Buckman guarded by Christensen. Drives baseline. Draws the triple team. Pass out of the hands of Buttrey. That'll be Mustang basketball. And another thing for the Mustangs on Tuesday, I feel like they got a little complacent on the offensive end. especially in that 4-out-1 in motion, get a guy that, tries to do an ISO, take it all the way. But right now, offense for the Mustangs looking really well.
Yeah, I think they kind of had the impression they could score anytime they want to the other night. They struggled at times, but there with about 38 seconds left to go, Gavin Rosa taking it in for 2.
We said it once, we said it again. Mr. Calm, cool, collected Gavin Rosa. I mean, this dude, silent killer, man.
Yeah, I'm sure he's got emotions that run through him, but you never really see him. He's got I don't want to play poker against the guy. I mean, you can never read his face and what's happening. Even when he's having an off night or a great night, he still looks the same, feels the same.
We're going to have a reach-in foul as Palmquist comes away with the rebound. But, yeah, we saw it in football season. How many times did we see Gavin Rosa come in, quarterback position, drop back in the pocket, throw a 30-yard bomb for a touchdown? It's like he does in his sleep,
It's like, oh, you want me to do what? Okay.
Oh, okay, yeah, I guess I can do that, yeah.
Whatever. 19.7 seconds left to go here in the first. Mustangs 21-9.
It just reminds me of when Derrick Rose was on the Bulls and they were playing the Cleveland Cavaliers in the Eastern Conference Finals, and Derrick Rose hit a falling away three-pointer for the win. And, usually when someone hits a game winner, they celebrate and get all amped. Derrick Rose, silent, just no emotion whatsoever. I feel like that would be Gavin Rosa. He hits a game winner, just another day in the office,
Yeah, except the difference is an NBA player. They do
that's
that.
right.
They don't show emotions, but they're hearing cha-ching, cha-ching,
that's true.
cha-ching.
Yeah, no kidding. Palmquist good on both free throws. 17 seconds remaining. Last shot opportunity for the Mustangs. Here's Rosa, guarded by Livingston.
Look for Schneider here. They give him one. Nope, they're going to get it to Coley.
Burgess, 5 seconds remaining, has it poked away. 3 seconds. Schneider, deep three. Won't go. Butchery of the rebound after one. Mustangs lead by 11.
All right, into the first. Let's go ahead and get to our first Bandit brain teaser here right off the bat. And much like the girls, the boys we're going to ask, what is the most boys state titles won in a row by Kansas High School?
Oh, boy.
Is it 5, 8, 10, or 12? So we'll have that answer for you at the end of the second quarter. Stay tuned. Keep listening to Isaiah Dobbins, Judd McCormick here on Backroads Broadcast. Let's go ahead and get to an ad spot here for Faith Furniture.
Serving Manhattan and the surrounding area since 1952, Faith Furniture takes pride in the value, selection, knowledge, and family experience to share with all of their customers. If you're looking for a full arrangement of great-looking furniture for your living room, dining room, bedroom, and office, or just looking for the perfect accent to tie the room together, Faith Furniture has what you're looking for. When it comes to buying new furniture, you gotta have faith.
Getting ready to start second quarter action here. Mustangs up 21-10. Mustangs with all 5 of their timeouts. Braves using a 30-second timeout there in the first period, down 4 for the game. Again, because of the new rule changes, the team fouls reset back to 0, and there will be a 2-shot foul at 5 unless it's an offensive foul. No longer do 1-on-1s exist in the world of high school Kansas basketball.
I will say that's a good thing. I wish that could have been a thing when I played. Because, 1-on-1s, you at least got to make one to get another opportunity. But now you get 2 opportunities regardless.
Yeah, I can tell you as a 90% free throw shooter, I'm kind of disappointed because it really – but I tell you one thing it does do, and we've noticed it right away, it takes away that fouling at the end of the game.
It does.
To try to force a 1-on-1 to get that ball back. There's really not a big advantage to it. And actually it maybe become more of a bigger advantage if you're the winning team and have fouls to give just to disrupt the flow of the other team.
Medeska trying to find Zeller, and that'll be a turnover for the Mustangs. And, we're always seeing rules changing with every sport in high school, but I'm curious to know when, if we will, ever have a shot clock here in high school basketball.
Yeah, the concept's good. The technology might be a bit of a problem. You see shot clock problems all the time at the college level. I can't imagine what the resources of some of the high schools to be able to do something like that.
Heat check for Bryson Palmquist.
Yeah, he shot that one from about 24 feet. Nothing
Butler,
but net.
jumper won't go. Rebound Schneider. Second chance point for Brady Schneider is good. And last week, I believe Coach Smith would want to get Brady Schneider, number 24, more involved as well. That's away right there. Coming away with the second chance bucket. Spittle's jumper won't go. Rebound Schneider.
Yeah, we may have to see a little bit more out of 24 tonight. Venduska's got to be very, very careful. Coming back out here in the second period with 2 early fouls, you do not want to see him pick up a third one here in the first half. But yeah, Riker Zeller, number 23, Brady Schneider, number 24, of course, number 3, Coley Burgess. You'll see them kind of share the wealth a little bit if Venduska does pick up that third one, but they'll be looking to him plenty on the offensive side.
Nice pass to Venduska. Can't get it to go. Second chance bucket will. Nice pass by Coley Burgess. Here's Buttry over to Palmquist. Step back three-pointer. Oh, my goodness.
What a shot.
He's heating up, folks. Bryson Palmquist.
You can't help but just admire that shot if you're a fan of basketball. That's an impressive step back 3 at the high school level, 4A basketball. Beautiful shot.
And, I mean, you got to he'd take any space. I mean, it's like watching Steph Curry shoot the basketball. You know, it's like he'll have an inch of space. He'll pull it from 25, 30 feet.
Yeah, so that just kind of shows you right there that, you know, you're going to have to watch that big fake steppy because he can drop back from anywhere.
Nice post move by Brady Schneider. Back-to-back buckets for Brady Schneider.
Find the hot hand, find Palmquist.
I agree.
Riker Zeller's not even letting him out of his hip pocket.
Yeah.
He is attached to him right now. He now knows it doesn't matter. 25 feet, we got to stay close. Good switch there by the Mustangs.
Nice entry pass into Rose. He had Buttry open on the left side. Rebound will go to Coley Burgess. 4:50 remaining here in second quarter, 27-16. Burgess drives to his left, and he'll be fouled, head to the line for 2. Yeah, I'd agree with that statement, Judd. Wherever Palmquist is, you got to be in his hip pocket because we've seen it doesn't matter where he's at. That thing's going up, and it's going in.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, we're not terribly familiar with Council Groves. Wasn't really sure what kind of players they had coming in, but Palmquist, number 15, immediately, in my opinion, has established himself that, hey, I'll shoot it, and if you're not on me, I'm going to make it.
Yep. And, I mean, like we said it once, we said it twice. All these teams in 4A, teams that aren't in the top 10 could break into the top 10. Teams that are in the top 10 could break the top 5. You know, it's just the talent that is in this 4A division.
Yeah, I mean, we're only 3-4 games in for a lot of these teams. Preseason rankings mean nothing. Last year means nothing. It's a start of a new year. You know, win one possession at a time. The athleticism's amazing. Some of these teams can find a hot streak and get wins. We saw it last year with Clay Center.
First free throw for Burgess, rattles home.
You know, Clay Center only had 6 or 7 wins. They get into Sub-State. They get a couple big wins at Sub-State, and all of a sudden here we are, 9-14 or whatever they were. They're in the state.
Well, it takes me back to back when I was playing. Back in 2016, they split 4A into 2 divisions, and the only reason was class size.
Yes.
Not athletics. You know, not one school. You know, a 4A D1 school would beat up on a 4A D2 school. It's just a matter if you had more kids in that class.
Absolutely, yeah. So I think that change happened, somewhere around 2016, 2017, 2018, somewhere in there. Actually, I think I had it, we were talking about it on another night when they actually did those resplits. Probably good for the sport.
Yeah.
Makes it a little bit tricky for a school like Rock Creek. Andale's another one where you're 3A in one sport, 4A and everything else.
Walmego. Nice drive by Zeller. Won't go. Brady Schneider gets the rebound, won't go. They're going to get Venduska with a foul there. I think they're gonna call that on Venduska. That's Beckett Nelson. That'll be Venduska's third. It was one of those awkward ones. I think Nelson might have lost his footing. Venduska was just the right man.
He was closest.
Yep, that's right.
Guilt by association foul right there.
That's right. 4 minutes to play here. 29-16 your score. Here's Palmquist. Now over to Spittles. Buttry. Dribble drive for the Braves. Buckman going to work on Rosa. Drives short corner, kicks it back out to number 32. That's Nelson. 3-point bucket won't go. Rosa ahead to Christensen. Nice seal by Schneider for Christensen to get the easy 2. It's kind of the unsung rule. If your teammate's driving in, you kind of got to seal off that guy.
Yep.
No matter what. I mean,
it's like the
it's the unwritten rule of basketball.
It's the defensive lineman that picks up the ball. Everybody's running downfield blocking. We're going to get in that end zone no matter what.
Here's Buttrey going to work on Burgess. Loses the handle. 3-on-2 break. Burgess loses the handle. Controlled by Buckman. Here's Palmquist ahead to Nelson. And they're going to get Zeller with the foul.
I think that's maybe on Christensen. Don't worry, partner. Every once in a while, my eyes work. I'm there to pick you up.
There we go. So that'll be Christensen's first, team second. 15-point lead for the Mustangs.
Yeah, 3:06 left to go in a half. Mustangs can maintain this lead to halftime. You may not see Vendeska come back in until maybe midway through the third. No sense in sending them out there early if you can maintain a 10, 12-plus lead.
Nice rebound by Wilkinson. Here's Rosa. Drives in. And they're going to get number 5, Colby Rose, with the foul. And not that the Braves are playing a bad basketball game. It's just the pace that the Mustangs are scoring is the reason they've jumped out to this 15-point lead.
Yeah, they're really pushing the ball, and credit to Coley Burgess a lot. He's been pressing that issue a lot. But that's going to be the third foul there on Colby Rose. So him with third, Vendeska with 3. So it's going to be your foul trouble here for both teams in the first half.
Here's Schneider, drives in. Layup is good. And that's already now 6 points that they're going to count for Brady Schneider.
Yeah, and he's kind of lucky he didn't pick up a charge right there. It's kind of one of those deals. Could be a charge, could be a block, but I hate
nice
it.
Pass inside to Rosa. Can't come away with the layup. McCarn ended up by the pep band. Braves have numbers here. Spittle's going to fire a 3. Won't go. Rebound Martini. 2 minutes remaining. Martini to McCarn. McCarn, awkward floater, won't go. Gets his own rebound. Tie up for the basketball. Wilkinson comes away with it. And it is stolen by Colby Rose.
Yeah, I think McCarn really wanted to pass on that. The defender kind of stepped in. He had no choice but to kind of put it up towards the basket. Still almost got it to go.
Nice pass out by Palmquist.
McCarn's got a stick to.
Ooh. That's a turnover by Buckman. Palmquist is trying to shake McCarn loose. Had him originally on the backdoor cut, but out of sync with Buckman. That'll be a turnover for the Braves. Minute 40 remaining here, second quarter. Here's Rosa. Nice crossover. And they're going to get number 32, Beckett Nelson, with the foul. That'll be his third, team first, or his first, team third. Peter Martini, corner 3. Yeah, take that one. He hit his last 2. That's a heat check right there.
Yeah, and during that break in the action, number 22 for the Mustangs, Donovan DeBita, checked in, seeing his first action, I think, of the season so far on at least the varsity side.
And Coley Burgess checking back in for the Mustangs. And, after you made 2 threes in a row, the third one, you got to pull. I mean, you got to, it could be from half court. I mean, as long as you're making it, you know what I mean?
We always talk about the Mustangs need to have, once they see a hot hand, they need to get it to Peter Martini. It was hot early on in the first. Why not see what he's doing here with 1:20 left to go in the second?
It's Nelson inside. Layup won't go. Rebound Martini. Over to Burgess. Burgess going to work on Nelson. Nice crossover, spin move. And we're going to have a travel. He had the initial spin move, got a little happy feet afterwards.
Yeah, you know what? He ended up traveling, but the whistle blew before the second step even happened. So, I mean, he could have tossed one up over his head towards the basket before the travel happened.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
He did travel. I think the whistle anticipated to travel before it actually happened, but the outcome was probably going to be the same regardless. But 33-16 Mustangs here with 53 seconds left to go in the first.
Here's Spittles to Buttrey. Over to Nelson. Or excuse me, that's Livingston.
Yeah, and right now the top shooter for the Braves, Palmquist, currently not on the floor, so somebody else is going to have to find that. Turnover by McCarn, picking it up.
Double dribble. It's questionable because McCarn didn't even put it on the floor before he made the pass. So, I mean.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. I agree with you. I think the ball bounced before he picked it up. I think maybe the back ref thought he had it in his hand and dropped it. But regardless, turnover for the Mustangs, and it's coming back in. It's going to be Palmquist for the Braves. They're going to be looking at him. 30 seconds left to go.
Nice high-low pass from Buckman to Rose. 2-point bucket's good. 15-point lead now for the Mustangs. Here's Burgess, 20 seconds remaining.
They're going to hold that last shot, try to see if they could go in with a 15 to 18-point halftime lead.
Here's 7 seconds remaining. McCarn to Wilkinson. Wilkinson drives to his left. 3 seconds. McCarn, he'll have to fire. Won't go. Your halftime score, 33-18. Man, that first half flew by.
Let's go ahead, before we get to the halftime show, let's go ahead and give you that answer of that Bandit brain teaser.
I'm going to go with 10. I think that's my answer.
What is the most boys state titles won in a row by Kansas High School? That answer is going to be A, 5.
All good things must come to an end.
Wyandotte made 13 consecutive appearances between 1953 and 1965, but winning 5 in a row from 1957 to 1961. Why we are here, let's go ahead and get sponsored by Farmers. Say that with a question mark. Farmers State Bank celebrating 125 years of banking service in the communities of Westmoreland, Manhattan, and Onega. If you are a student or have a student looking for financial independence and want to get rewarded for good grades, open up a Books and Bucks checking account with Farmers State Bank today. You can receive $10 Amazon gift card for opening an account, plus $25 cash each semester with a GPA at 3.5 or higher. To learn more, visit any of their 3 locations or visit them online at bankwithfarmers.com. Farmers State Bank, member FDIC, and your equal housing lender. And we're going to have the Rock Creek dance team come out here. We will have a camera on it, but due to copyright regulations, we cannot have the sound produced, so we will just have some background sound going, but we'll allow you to watch the Rock Creek dance team.
Alrighty, folks, welcome back to the Halftime Report with Backroads Broadcasting. Isaiah Dobbins, Judd McCormick here in Flush, America. Mustangs leading 33-18 after a relatively near-perfect first half for the Mustangs.
Yeah, pretty good first half by the Mustangs. Pushed the ball a lot. Maybe had a little bit of foul trouble there of Vandeska. We can get into a little bit of the stats here, kind of a recap. So Vandeska again had 3 fouls, 2 points, but Coley Burgess, Brady Schneider taking over. Schneider with 11 points, Coley Burgess with 10. Peter Martini kicking in another 6 from the three-point arc for the Braves. Probably no shocker if you heard us talking about it. Number 15, Palmquist with 12 of the 18 points for the Braves. Number 4, Buckman with the other 4, and Rose with 2. Mustangs right now shooting decently, shooting about 42% from the field, 13 for 31, 4 from 10 behind the arc, but more importantly, they're 3 for 3 from the free throw line. Again, this halftime brought to you by Backroads Broadcasting. Backroads Broadcasting, Rock Creek High Journalism is working harder than ever to bringing the action home to you. If you are looking for a live broadcast of your future event or interested in being a sponsor for future events, contact sales@brbc.live. Even if you're just enjoying tonight's free broadcast and would like to help out Backroads Broadcasting and the Rock Creek High Journalism, you can always donate through Cash App at $BRBCL or Venmo at BRBCL, or visit any of our social medias at BRBC Live, Instagram, Facebook, Threads, X, and also our YouTube channel. Isaiah trying to convince us to
TikTok coming soon.
Get a TikTok coming soon. I don't know so much about that. Let's give you some scores from around the 4A area. Earlier this week, Arc City beating Clearwater 62-45. Goddard on Tuesday night beating Bueller 51-46. Chanute 67, Winfield 42. Concordia over Riley Tuesday night 67-46. Pratt over Cheney 52-48. Pratt, another one of those ranked teams. Lebec County losing to Mulvane 54-39. El Dorado over Chaparral 47-46. Sacred Heart over Chapman 65-51. Beloit over Clay Center 58-56. Another tough loss for the Tigers. We talked about Coach Smith there. He wanted his team to get off to a better start this year, not lose so many close ones. Another tough loss there by the Tigers. Hutch Trinity over El Dorado 49-47. And then in tonight's action, or actually last night, Mulvane beat Independence 60-40. Ulysses over McCook, Nebraska 52-50. That is a hike for one of those teams. Ulysses clear down in southwest Kansas, McCook in southwest Nebraska, just above Overland. So that's quite a drive. 2-lane highway, America, right there.
Yes, sir.
Hutchison over Bueller tonight, right now in the third quarter, 45-25. Chapman and Bishop Ward. Chapman up 17-13, that action in the third quarter. And that is what's happening in 4A right now tonight.
And I think one of the keys coming out of halftime for this Mustang team is to build upon this lead. You know, they'll look at it as a 15-point lead. Maybe we can get a little lackadaisical. But I think they still need to be aggressive and turn that 15-point lead into 25, 30 points.
Yeah, I agree with you. And, you know, you've got a 15-point lead. We kind of talked about it. I don't think there's any need to bring Vandeska back out right away in the third. I think you want to see what the Mustangs can do, see if, you know, Schneider and Burgess and, you know, who knows, maybe Riker or Martini or one of the other guys, Wilkinson, somebody step up. I don't think you worry about it unless they start cutting in the lead and get that back to a single-digit lead, and then you're kind of forced to bring Vandeska off the bench.
Right.
Other than that, maybe I think you save until halfway through the third.
I agree.
Work them into the rotation at that point in time.
And one of the things we've seen with this Mustang team in years past is next man up. They have players at their disposal. They have athletes. You have several sophomores playing big down the stretch. Peter Martini, huge back-to-back threes from the corner to increase the lead to 12, 15 points. So I agree, Judd. I think give Vandeska a little bit of a rest, and then when he comes back in, tell him to be smart, or even rotate him in with some of the younger guys, and hopefully that they can mesh well as well.
Yeah, I remember years ago when his older brother was playing, I remember him coming out at halftime. He had like 3 fouls in the first half. When I saw him, he's coming out of the locker room. One of the things I said to him, I was like, hey, be a forward in basketball, not a linebacker in football.
Exactly.
And he's like, he just kind of laughed, went on. You know, the mentality, they're in it, they're in the game, they're playing hard, they're going hard. Vandeska, unfortunately, wrong place at the wrong time, one of his fouls.
Agreed.
But other than that, you know, he's going to get his points. He's going to get his action yet tonight. I think you just kind of save him and see what the rest of that team. What's the point in having a deep bench if you can't use them?
That's right. And one of the things is great players can play under certain stipulations or certain situations. Dagan Vandeska, great football player, a great basketball player as well. I think he'll be just fine second half.
So right before we get started here in this third quarter, let's go ahead and bring you our second Bandit Brain Teaser.
What's the point of the Brain Teaser, Judd? I failed the last one. My streak's over.
Your night's done.
Stick a fork in him, he's done.
What is the highest number of fouls called in a game against both teams in a boys' game combined? Is it going to be A, 57, B, 63, C, 68, D, 74? Stay tuned till the end of the third quarter. We'll bring that at the break of the action between the third and fourth.
Coley Burgess splits the double team, gets it inside to Schneider, has it sent by Spittles.
Spittle says, not here, not right now.
Ooh, Palmquist with the handle. Into Buttrey, into Rose. Rose navigating the post, back to Palmquist. Over to Spittles. Spittles out to Buttrey. And for the Braves offense, you know, Bryson Palmquist had himself a half, but I would like to see more of the Braves players not only play through Palmquist and try to get him open looks at the bucket, but look for them to score as well, his supporting cast to score as well.
Yeah, I mean, somebody else is going to have to step up. So if the Mustangs going to have all their attention on Palmquist, somebody else is going to have to be there. But again, we see Zeller is basically attached to the hip right now. And that could be it. It was a good look.
Vandeska came away with the rebound. Bryson Palmquist will get the second chance bucket. Trims the lead down to 13 now for the Mustangs.
That's one way. If you can't get the ball off a dribble, off the screen, or off of a pass, just steal it and put it right back.
Vandeska tries to skip it over to Burgess. Here's Spittles right at Schneider. Gets the floater to go. 4-0 run now for the Braves. 6:20 remaining. Here's Burgess over to Zeller. Flare screen, hits Burgess. Draws the double team, back to Zeller. Over to Schneider. Go ball movement. Kicks it out to Burgess, sets his feet, fires a three, won't go. Rebound Buttrey.
Good job there by Christensen.
Nice hustle
really
by Christensen,
yeah.
Well said. Sorry, didn't mean to cut you off.
No, that's all right. That's your job. I just get excited sometimes. Kind of caught him napping. They weren't really in a press. Christensen turned around, kind of took advantage of the situation, kind of a lazy inbound. He knocked it away and goes back off of the Braves and turnover. And then they get a quick foul on the inbounds on, looks like number 5. I think that's going to be his fourth.
His 4th, team first. Hacka Schneider. Brady Schneider at the line for 2. First free throw is good. And much improved free throw shooting for the Mustangs as well. They had opportunities in the Abilene game to get to the line to trim the lead down, but wasn't able to come away with it.
Yeah, they only shot about 60% from the line right now. I think they've only missed 1 so far from the line tonight, so they don't call it a charity stripe or a free throw for nothing. You should be making at least 80, 90%.
It's a double dribble by 42 Gunnar Gleason. New face in for the Braves.
Yeah, and I think if you're the Braves, I think whoever Vandeska's guarding, I think you got to try to get him the ball, and that's what they tried to do, and unfortunately double dribbled on that particular play. But I think the other thing to be cautious of if you're Vandeska is on the offensive end, jump stop. Don't float a shot in there. Don't be a charge.
Good ball movement. Aggressive rebounding by Brady Schneider. He's heading back to the free throw line. And already just seeing miles of improvement for this Mustang offense. The ball movement. I mean, they're looking like the Spurs with Manu Ginobili and Tony Parker out there.
Yeah, whether they're actually running a set offense or just they seem to be moving. You don't see a lot of guys standing around just kind of waiting for a pass now. They're actively out there making the defense work more, and therefore, you make that defense work, so it wears them out so they can't use it on the offensive side.
And kicks it out to Zeller for the three, won't go. Another offensive rebound for the Mustangs. Burgess now Driving to his left, draws a double team, kicks it back to Zeller. Zeller to Christensen. Corner three. Finally, the lid off the basket as Trevor Christensen buries the three-point bomb.
4:52 left to go here in the third. Like to see some other members of the Mustangs get active. He was working hard on the defensive end. Like to see him to get that three-pointer, kind of a payoff for all the work he's doing on the defensive side. Trevor Christensen.
And usually, they took 3 3-pointers that possession, but they got offensive rebounds. They came on open looks, extra passes. As a coach, you can't want anything else. That's the perfect way to play against the zone.
Yeah, and we talked about it for the Braves early on. One of the routes to victory is they got to eliminate second chance opportunities, and right now the Mustangs have kind of earning a lot of those.
Burgess out to Vendeska. Three-pointer won't go. We're going to have 3 seconds in the lane called on the Mustangs. 4:19 remaining here, third quarter, 16-point lead.
Rare call anymore. You almost have to be in the lane 4 or 5 seconds.
Yeah, no kidding.
Sometimes the opposing team has to remind the ref that they should be counting.
Yes,
sometimes.
they do. Yes, they do.
They may not know it's 3, but they know they've been there a long time.
Yeah, and as an official, usually you have one of them watching for that, but there's so much going on. One of them's got to watch the feet. The other one's got to watch backside screens, front side screens, shots on rebounds. Trevor Christensen playing quarterback here. Gives it to Schneider, coast to coast, and one.
What a shot. He was absolutely just being covered. I don't know how he actually got the shot off. It found a spot on the backboard. Hooping the harm, going and try to pick up the conversion.
Trevor Christensen or Trevor Lawrence with the dime from deep.
Yeah. Got me speechless. I don't know really what to tell you.
Yeah, hey.
I knew who the football player was you were talking about.
Yeah, so. Hey, there we go.
Let's start right.
Ooh, Palmquist all the way. The double clutch finger roll gets it to go. How about that an answer?
Yeah, that was another really impressive. I don't know how you play any better defense. You're on them the whole way.
Yeah.
Found a way.
Yeah. So that'll send Bryson Palmquist to the line for one. 41-24 your score. Free throw is good.
That was Zeller's second foul. Wilkinson checked into the game.
2-3 zone for the Braves. Here's Vendeska. Back to Zeller. Back to Vendeska. He'll fire a three. Short. Spittles comes away with the rebound. Now Buttry to the other end. Tries to get it inside to Gleason. Stolen away by Rosa. Rosa throws it to Wilkinson. And now a fast break bucket for the Braves. And
who got that basket for the Braves? Did you catch that? It happened so quick.
That was number 32, Beckett Nelson.
Looks like the Braves are going to take a timeout. That timeout's going to be brought to you by Farmer State Bank.
Farmer State Bank celebrating 125 years of banking service in the communities of Westmoreland, Manhattan, and Onega. If you have a student looking for financial independence, get rewarded for good grades, open up a Books and Bucks checking account with Farmer State Bank today. You can receive a $10 Amazon gift card for opening an account, plus $25 extra in cash each semester with a GPA 3.5 or higher. To learn more, visit any of their 3 locations or visit them online at bankwithfarmers.com. Farmer State Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. Double ad.
We got time. Roach Media Group, your local friendly professional photographer with packages available for engagements, weddings, professional headshots, senior and family portraits, providing high-resolution images, files, or prints taken on location or in their study with professional edits available. They are also your local area expert in real estate photography and videography. Ask about the drone and VR 360 tours when you reach out to them today at roachmediagroup.com. That's ROCHE mediagroup.com.
Shout out to our producer, Cody Roach. The man, the myth, the legend. Technical guru, Backroads broadcasting producer, photographer, does it all.
He's running on nothing but caffeine and adrenaline right now, trying to get things programmed for tonight's broadcast.
Foley Burgess. Three-pointer won't go. rebound will go to Palmquist. Here's Buttrey going to work on Venduska. Spittle's in the corner. Out to Nelson. Hot hand, Palmquist going to work on Zeller. Passes it in the corner. Spittles draws a double team. Tries to get it to Gleason, poked away by Rosa. Brady Schneider and Peter Martini checking back in for the Mustangs.
Coley Burgess, Riker Zeller catching a break.
Spittles drives in, kicks it to Nelson. Nelson's fire a three. Short. Rebound Schneider. Schneider over to Rosa. To Wilkinson. Skip pass to Schneider. He's wide open. He'll fire a corner three. Won't go. Rebound Wilkinson. Hits a cutting Venduska. Back to Wilkinson. Floater won't go. Gets the shooter's roll.
A little premature on the won't go there, weren't you, partner?
I was.
Low roll over the rim.
I should have given him a chance.
Mustangs lead back out to 15, 43-27, 1:45 left to go here in the third.
Pass inside to Nelson. Guarded by Venduska. Pokes it away. Hits it to Wilkinson. Oh, you got to. That's showtime right there. You got it. That's yam time, man. That's prime time right there.
Everybody wanted to see if he could. Nobody's expecting anything.
Justice Smith stood up like he was going to. I thought he was going to. Schneider to Martini. Martini pump fake, gets the layup to go. Man, you know, number one, Peter Martini has been a spark off the bench tonight. 8 bench points for Peter Martini.
Yeah, and I think if you're the Braves right here, you don't really want to use another timeout right now, but they've got to answer right here. Another steal there and a foul.
I would think Brady Schneider coming in at 6'3". I think it's a breakaway. I think he tried to throw it down. Maybe. I mean,
it's highly possible.
I mean, no one throws it down like Judd back in the day, though, right?
Oh, my gosh. That 7-foot goal, I was amazing. Mini ball and a little backyard mini basket.
I was going to say, get me on a Nerf hoop, and I turn into like prime Shaquille O'Neal. McCarran inside to Schneider. Schneider needs to get out of the lane. It's turnover stolen by Palmquist. Palmquist spin move. Runs into Martini. Looking for a charge. Schneider driving in. He'll be fouled.
You know, I'm not sure. I think that's one of those where both fans were a little angry, but I think that was a good no call.
I do too.
He kind of turned his back. He was a little out of control. I think if there's going to be a whistle there, I probably would have called a charge myself just because he was out of control.
Yeah. But I mean, the shot already went up. It was after the play. But I think I agree with you there, Judd. Right, no call. And I'm not one to dwell on the past, but I will say the officiating for charges and blocks has been a lot better this evening.
Yeah, of course, the intensity's been a little bit different. The crowd's been a little bit different. So I think less things are being dictated by surroundings probably, and the officials are able to just focus on their job and do their job at this point in time. But, yeah, I think that was a good no call right there. And another turnover there by the Braves.
Rosa has it poked away. That'll be last touched by the Mustangs. .6 remaining. The Braves can take away and take advantage of a last chance shot here. Venduska almost coming away with the steal that knocks it down to 17.3 here remaining in the third quarter. 48-27 your score. Buttrey looking to inbound. Fires it deep for Nelson, that's Livingston. Just a little too much mustard on that one. Turnover for the Braves. Mustangs 17.3 seconds remaining.
Yeah, it's kind of running out of time. I guess if you're going to turn it over, you'd rather turn it over clear at the opposite end instead of right in the Mustangs offensive zone. But turnover there by Venduska.
Buttrey drives in, kicks it to Livingston. Livingston will be fouled.
That's going to be Venduska's fourth, I believe. I think that's going to be on him.
And it'll be ball on the baseline for the Braves.
3.9 seconds left to go in the third. Not a foul you want to see your senior do with 3 already, that much time, but everybody has an off night.
Buttrey gets it to Palmquist. Falling away, almost had it.
Wow.
Holy cow.
That was almost super impressive.
We would have seen that on SportsCenter.
Yeah.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Oh, my goodness.
All right, let's go ahead and get you that answer, that Bandit Brain Teaser here before we get started with fourth quarter action. What is the highest number of fouls called against both teams combined in a boys game in the state of Kansas? Is that 57, 63, 68, 74?
We're back on track.
That answer was 74. You want to hear this? This is funny. Unintentional actually started that with the girls, but those of you that listened last week's going to laugh. 2002, there were 74 fouls called in the Abilene Cowboys versus the Heston Swathers game. Abilene had 39, Heston with 35. Unintentional after how last week went. It just kind of worked out that way.
So if you think about it from a math standpoint, that's at least 6 players fouling out, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep, and while we got time, let's go ahead and get to a shortstop ad.
Offering the convenience that you need and the service you deserve, you'll find a friendly employee ready to serve you every time you walk through the door. Shortstop always has food and drink specials with the highest quality fuel at each of their 17 locations throughout Kansas, including Clay Center, Wamego, Manhattan, and Westmoreland. No matter where you go or how long it takes you to get there, you'll always have time for a shortstop. Or a Branded Bane teaser with Back Road Broadcasting's very own Judd McCormick.
So starters back out there for the Mustangs. At this point in time with a 21-point lead, it's up to Vendesca whether he's going to finish this game on the floor or on the bench, really. He's sitting at 4 personal fouls. And starters back out for the Braves as well.
Nice pass inside. Buttrey on the layup, can't get it to go. Rebound, Rose can't get it. Schneider comes away with the rebound, fires it down court for Vendesca. What a finish. Switches hands midair.
Knocked out of his hand, regathered, put it back up for the basket.
Here's Palmquist driving to his left, kicks it to Buttrey in the corner, and they're going to get Buttrey with the travel. Questionable. I'm not for sure. I wasn't looking at Buttrey's feet, but it looked clean to me, but obviously officials seeing something else. So 7:30 remaining here, fourth quarter. 23-point lead for the Mustangs. 2-3 zone for the Braves. Splits it. Burgess finds Schneider. The layup won't go. Vendesca has it ripped away by Nelson.
Yeah, even in the zone, Burgess still is able to split the guards and go up and find an open Schneider right underneath the basket. Just missed the basket. Again, backboard's your friend. Don't be afraid to use it.
Palmquist falling away. Jumper won't go. Rebound Schneider.
Good rebound.
Throws it down court to Zeller. Has it picked off by Palmquist. Right idea. I think just need to put a little more zip on that pass and less airtime.
Yeah, as you'd say in football, I kind of threw that off his back foot. Didn't really step into it.
That's right.
Chance to follow through on that, but.
Here's Nelson.
Yeah, we talk about the Mustangs with the lead, and you don't want to see them to get complicit, was one of the things last week. So we want to see them still pressing, working hard.
Vendesca loses the handle. And for the last few possessions of the Mustangs, this has been, for both teams really, sloppy basketball. Schneider thought about the three-pointer, drives in. Layup will go. And one again for Brady Schneider.
Oh, he was signaling. The bucket was good. I thought he was saying it was on the floor when he was calling that, so I was a little confused at first. That happens at my age.
Jacob McGyver checking in for the Braves. Schneider converts the and one opportunity.
6:05 here to go in the fourth quarter.
There's Palmquist, gets it to McIver, going to work on Burgess. Gets it over to Nelson. Back to Palmquist. He's going to fire a three, top of the key, won't go. And we're going to have a foul on Schneider. And Schneider really controlling the offensive defensive rebounds for the Mustangs. Thought we had a whistle for a foul. No.
Yeah, apparently they
there we go.
They end up calling a foul on.
Beckett Nelson, number 32. That'll be his second, team second. It's Christensen in the paint. Back out to Zeller. Fakes the pass to Burgess. Fires the three. Won't go. Brady Schneider, another offensive rebound. He's got to be near a double-double there, Judd.
Yeah, you're going to ask
your
that on the
unofficial
fly.
statistician. Yeah, asking you that.
Yeah.
That's right. Palmquist finger roll won't go. Rebound Schneider. Falls on it.
Out.
We're going to have a jump ball. Possession arrow will go to the Mustangs.
Yeah,
He's got to be close.
Schneider with 22 points, 11 rebounds right now. Actually, 12 rebounds. Didn't have a chance to put that rebound in as I was looking up stats for you as action was happening. But
and those are the games, you know, we've seen Chloe Burgess be a little more aggressive on the offensive end, coming away with jumpers, three-pointers, just playing his game, and as well as Schneider being aggressive on the defensive and offensive boards.
You know, we thought Schneider would be a scorer from the get-go. First night, it's kind of rough. Mendeska kind of picked up the team where Schneider left, you know, was struggling a little bit. Had a better night against Abilene, but again, Mendeska kind of led the way. Mendeska struggling a little bit tonight with fouls, not able to kind of get in the flow of the game, but Schneider getting the points we expect. So, like you said, next man up. So
that'll be Mendeska's fifth foul. They're going to give him with a legal screen. So tonight comes to an end.
Yeah, Mendeska fouling out 4 points and 3 rebounds. So again, not a typical night for Mendeska. Everybody has bad nights, but fortunate for the Mustangs. The rest of the team's kind of picking him up. He's going to be disappointed, but he'll be all right if Mustangs come away with this win with 4 minutes, 40 seconds left to go in the third.
And I'll send, well, that foul will be on number 10, Jacob McIver, his first, team fourth.
Mustangs trying to push this to a 30-point lead.
McCarn has it stolen by Palmquist. Gets it ahead to Rose. Rose gets the layup to go. 4:30 remaining. 26-point lead for the Mustangs.
Yeah, you like to see the Braves still playing hard.
Nice Euro step bucket from Coley Burgess.
Regardless of score, how much time's left, Palmquist still working hard out there on defense, getting the ball. Didn't have the look himself, but gave it up to a teammate, got an assist and a bucket.
28-point lead for the Mustangs. Nelson drives in, floater off the glass, won't go. And possession arrow will go to the Mustangs. Donovan DeBita and David Wilkinson checking in for the Mustangs.
It's like number 2, Butchery checking in for number 15, Palmquist.
Zeller, layup, won't go. Rebound, McIver. Here's Butchery. And timeout Braves.
A timeout's going to be brought to you by Faith Furniture.
Faith Furniture, serving Manhattan and surrounding areas since 1952. Faith Furniture takes pride in the value, selection, knowledge, and family experience to share with all of their customers. If you're looking for a full arrangement of great-looking furniture for your living room, dining room, bedroom, or office, or if you're just looking for the perfect accent to tie the room together, Faith Furniture has what you're looking for. When it comes to buying new furniture, you got to have faith.
Double ad break.
Double ad. What?
Liming Productions, based out of St. George, Kansas. Liming Productions is your source of 5-star video, wedding videography, event videography, corporate events, and small business commercials. Let Liming Productions capture all of your special moments and compile the story you'll want to watch over and over. Liming Production, capturing stories for life. See their services and highlights at facebook.com/Liming Productions. So game recap right now, Mustangs leading 57-29. Mustangs with all 5 of their timeouts. The Braves with 2 timeouts left, 3:35 here in the fourth quarter. Looks like the possession arrow is going to be in favor of the Braves.
Here's Rose, top of the key. Over to MacGyver, over to Nelson. Over to Buttry. 3:20 remaining here. And another timeout for the Braves.
Yeah, we're going to have a 30-second timeout. That timeout's going to be brought to you by Roach Media.
Roach Media Group, your local friendly professional photographer. Packages available for engagements, weddings, professional headshots, senior and family portraits, providing high-resolution image files or prints taken on location or in their study with professional edits available. They are also your local area expert in real estate photography and videography. Ask about the drone and VR 360 tours when you reach out to them today at roachmediagroup.com. That's ROCHE mediagroup.com.
By the way, for those of you who are watching the halftime show, the dance team was dancing to Beat It by Michael Jackson and not the slow,
That's a good.
heavy bass thump that you were hearing on the screen.
Yeah.
3 minutes, 15 seconds left to go here in the fourth quarter.
MacGyver into Spittles. Spittles awkward, falling away. Jumper, got it to go. 24-point lead now for the Mustangs. Rosa, three-pointer, won't go. Rebound, Wilkinson. Kicks it to DeBita. DeBita will fire a three. In and out. Rebound will go to Beckett Nelson of the Braves. Here's MacGyver. Back out to Buttry. Spittles on the drive. Kicks it out to Nelson. Over to Buttry. Inside, Rose. Power dribble. Hook shot won't go. Rebound, Wilkinson. Draws the double. He'll be fouled. And one more foul before Mustangs are shooting two.
Yeah, and I believe at that timeout, I didn't catch it, but number 5 looks like Carson Taburin checked in for the Mustangs. So it looks like Taburin's seen his first action of varsity so far in the season. So 2 players that we haven't seen yet this year, both getting some action tonight.
And, that's the third sophomore in now for the Mustangs. I had the privilege to coach these now sophomores when they were in 8th grade, and they were good then and they're good now.
Yeah, so I think that's putting the Mustang bench right now at about 12 deep or 11 deep. My math's mediocre at best. But I think we've seen all 11 players suited up tonight have seen the floor.
Gets it into Taburin. Drives in, jumper, got it. Elevates, hits it, Carson Taburin.
Farmer State bank shot.
There we go.
That's free.
That's free. Buttry behind the back pass to
What a
Nelson.
Save right to Nelson
Oh
underneath
my
the basket.
goodness.
Couldn't have drawn it up better.
What an assist from Hayden Buttry. DeBita. Unselfishness for Mustangs. Rosa from deep.
– 29-point lead here for the Mustangs. 1:20 left to go in the half or in the game.
Here's Spittles, guarded by DeBita. Kicks it over to Buttry. Buttry drives in, tries to get it to Nelson. That'll be thrown away. Checking back in for the Braves, number 42, Gunnar Gleason.
.105 running clock right now for the Mustangs. Really just trying to stall out the rest of the game, but
Taburin for three, rattles it home. 5 points off the bench for Carson Taburin. It's always fun to look at the bench when when you rotate your deeper bencher players to get into the game. They hit a shot. It's fun to see the bench go wild. There's Nelson in the corner, driving in. Has it stolen by McCarn. McCarn gets it to DeBita. DeBita brings it up the court, kicks it over to Rosa. Rosa fires a three, rattles it home. It's a three parade for the Mustangs. Back to back to back.
Yeah, we're down to 18 seconds. Mustangs 68-33 in control of this one, almost from the get-go. A little close early on, but the Mustangs pulled away. 15-point lead at halftime. Going to turn into potentially a 35-point win here, as at times it's going to continue to roll off the clock. And that will be your ball game.
So, I mean, we touched on it in the pregame there, Judd. So Mustangs with a unfortunate loss on Tuesday, coming back and scoring 68 points at home.
Yeah, you wanted to see how they were going to respond, how they're going to bounce back. You know, the Braves have struggled a little bit this year. Probably a good bounce-back game for the Mustangs. They didn't have back-to-back super challenging games or teams to play against. But, hey, there was no die in this Braves team. Even at the very end, they were playing hard. Palmquist had an amazing game. He led the way for the Braves with 17. And then Buckman, Rose, Spittles, Nelson, all with 4 for the Braves, 33 points. Mustangs again winning 68-33, leading the way for the Mustangs tonight. Brady Schneider with a double-double, 22 points, 12 rebounds, followed by Coley Burgess with 12 points. Then we got Peter Martini with 8, Gavin Rosa with 8, Trevor Christensen and Toburen with 5, Venduska and Wilkinson with 4. Unfortunately, a rough night for Dagan Venduska, but the rest of the team picked him up. One player goes down, another player has to step up, and the Mustangs shared the well tonight, get the job done.
And, you know, this looks like a team that definitely should be in the top 10 after that performance tonight. And, you know, when they, you know, can have some offensive hurdles, offensive speed bumps here once in a while, but when they're on, they're on. I mean, almost putting up 70 points in 4 quarters of play is pretty impressive.
Yeah, they'll probably drop out of the top 10 just simply by having a loss here early on. You know, one loss can make a difference, but the one loss wasn't a bad loss. It's going to be to a team that's going to be in the top 10 next week. So maybe that might keep them in. You know, who knows? Maybe the Abilene Cowboys come in at 6 or 7 and the Mustangs stay there at 9 or 10. But, again, this was the Mustang team that we were expecting to see. They came out with a little bit of swagger. They weren't cocky, but they were confident. I got to say, you know, player of the game definitely going to be Brady Schneider with a double-double, 22 points, 12 rebounds. I think star number 2 for the game tonight for me was Palmquist for the Braves. He threw up some amazing step-back three-pointers, even going into the lane, getting some tough shots off. Just an amazing night. Again, this is a Backroads broadcast here, wrapping up another night here of Rock Creek Mustang girls and boys basketball. We want to thank all of our viewers for joining us this evening. Thank you to our sponsors, Faith Furniture, Shortstop, Max Motors, Farmer State Bank, Lyman Productions, Roach Media Group. Because of their support, Backroads Broadcasting can continue bringing the action home to you.
Thank you to our production team, Cody Liming and Cody Roach, for their expertise on cameras, graphics, programming, and in-game production. Thank you to Shana Schmidt and her class of Rock Creek High School journalism students that were a part of the broadcast this evening. Coda Moeller, Tammy Martins, and Jet Fennell. The Backroads broadcast team is scheduled to be back in action on December 18th with the Rock Creek Mustangs taking on Riley County Falcons, and their final game is Mid-East League rivals here at the Rock.
Thank you for joining us this evening, spending your time with us. Drop us a line, let us know what you think. For all of us here at Backroads Broadcasting, we want to thank you for joining us here. Remember, I'm Judd McCormick.
I'm Isaiah Dobbins. We got to go for now, but we'll BRB.